All right, check. Cool.
Live on YouTube. We need Damien to say it.
Yeah.
Prav, I have a question. Prav. When you say that we're streaming on YouTube, but is it like the screen that's being broadcast, or is it like what's the view? Like what is YouTube seeing? Do you know? It shows your tab on YouTube. Cool.
Natalie, can you hear us?
Yeah, she can hear you.
I think you got my.
Thank you. Oh, there she is. I can see her coming up behind you guys. Turn around, guys, quickly. I saw you turn around. I love it. It's like we're all in those little circles that we have in the cameras.
I could turn around quickly like this.
Whee! Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, just hit the X button.
Ooh.
There's a lot of echo.
So fancy.
How come when I get
Any way you can put headphones on?
Right.
Or F. F seems to also work.
Or if you click where it says nowhere on the screen,
how do you
it also full screens you.
How do you screen share? Like the actual webcam.
Test.
Oh no, I mean, I mean that's fine. What I'm trying to say is like for her to present herself on as the webcam on there. What do you do? Yeah, press that.
That's why she's in order for so she's on.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool.
And then if you want to post for us on the stage, right? If you click on her screen now, she go full screen. All right, you want to start?
Okay.
There you go.
You just have to like maybe enable.
Hey, down in front. I can't see a thing.
Was I blocking your view?
No. That's not it. I like the ads everywhere.
Well, those are ads for your stuff, man. Yeah, definitely appreciate
I like
it.
Hey, you're in my way. I can't see. I can't see, damn it.
Now, you want to start?
Just look up above you.
I can probably just hit the V button to enable echo cancellation.
Yeah, we can start. I don't think she can see herself. How does she see herself?
V.
V?
Yeah.
And then click on
cancellation.
and click on the camera icon.
Why is it showing it's black?
But we can see it. It's fine.
Yeah, we can see right now.
Okay, that's just
You'll be able
weird.
to see yourself later on YouTube. We're live streaming it anyway.
Okay, I mean, as long as you can see it, it's just weird because it's not showing that she can see herself.
Yeah. No, I think that's fine. We can see it. All right. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Who are you? What is her name? She's Zara Lee. She's getting camera shy.
Hey, Zara.
Hi,
Hey.
Zara.
Hi.
Zara, we're happy to have you here.
She's excited.
Yeah, have you ever presented to old fogies before in the metaverse?
No?
No, she was on Ken Bozak's podcast a few weeks ago
Oh
talking
my.
about, talking
That's
about her
amazing.
NFTs because she just did Ken Bozak NFT. She made her own version.
Oh. Did you have
Nice.
NFT drop?
Yeah, she's got a collection that she's now developing.
Incredible.
That's amazing.
She's about to be
Yeah.
working with Nathan McCory. She's going to be working with him. They're already doing a project together.
Incredible. I want to hear more about that. Is that something that makes you interesting? Makes you excited? A little bit?
Make you excited?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think so. I think she just doesn't want to say it.
Fair enough. I mean, you know, us famous people, we don't get excited by small things, right? You and I, right? I mean, sometimes, you know.
Well, so Zara, you're gonna tell us about Roblox.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us. We don't understand. What is Roblox? Are we in Roblox now?
No.
No? Okay. What does it look like? What do I normally do in Roblox? What's your favorite thing to do?
Go to it.
Nice. What are you doing there?
I'm playing.
What's it
Is
called?
that Roblox or Adopt Me?
It's Roblox.
Okay.
Adopt me.
Oh,
It's
Adopt
Me
Me.
in Roblox, right?
Yeah.
And you have a lot of land, right? And animals and all kinds of things.
Oh, can you adopt animals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
you either hatch eggs or you trade.
Wait a minute.
for
I only get
pets.
eggs, so I only get chickens?
No.
What comes in an egg?
There's a lot of other pets that you can get from an egg.
Like what?
You don't only get chickens.
Well, chicken's the only thing I know that comes in an egg. What else comes in an egg?
You can get ants, bullfrogs,
Ooh.
mouses.
Oh.
Let's
Doggies?
see. You can get camels, donkeys.
Doggies I can understand from an egg, but camels from an egg? Wow.
Yeah.
What's your favorite animal that you got?
I'd have to say the neon unicorn.
Neon?
Yes.
Is that a real color?
That sounds awesome.
Oh yeah.
And
What
there's
makes it
mega
special?
pets too.
Whoa. Are they different colors or they can be a
Yeah,
neon
they're
mega?
different colors.
Like
They're
what?
either they either flash the rainbow colors or
Uh-huh.
like they have a certain amount of colors depending on the pet.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay. I'll be right back. You gotta tell us about the pets. Come on, tell us.
Show us your Roblox. You turn your iPad around. Cool. Can you put it closer to your screen, to your camera?
The thing is, we can't really see what we're seeing.
No, it looks good. That's fine.
This is the board of pets. It shows you every pet and the color is its rarity.
Nice. I've never seen Roblox. I've heard about it.
How long have you been playing?
I think like about 2 years.
Wow, you must be really good, huh?
Oh yeah. So I want to be able to like connect her NFTs with her Roblox too.
What kind of experiences do you have in Roblox?
There's a lot, like thousands upon millions upon billions of games.
Are they all
Sounds
different?
like a lot.
Yeah, they're all different. There's Adopt Me, there's Rainbow Friends, there's Horse World, Roblox Fastest Vehicle, Spray Paint, Hole in the Wall, Cursed Islands, Victory Race, Just a Rope Bridge. There's a lot of games.
Let me ask you, can people make money in Roblox?
I don't know. I haven't tried that yet.
They can. She's working on that.
Are there any
bet she
famous
is.
people Roblox doing that?
Yeah, there's quite a few Roblox YouTubers.
Well, you're a Roblox YouTuber right now because you're splashing on YouTube.
This is true.
She's excited about it.
Yeah, so why don't you do a YouTube thing? Say like hit like and subscribe.
She doesn't want to say it.
Zari, so how did you get into this? And do you want to show us like basically a basic thing, like how do you make a basic game?
So you have to be on a computer. I don't really know how to explain it, but like you go. I think you have to go somewhere, and then you have to download the thing for Roblox to make a game, and then you can search up any items you want to place in your game. But you have to make sure you have a spawn point, or else you can't play the game. Or like you can make items, or you can get some that people have already made.
Very cool.
Can you show us some of your early creations and maybe explain how you made them?
Well, I haven't made anything because I don't have a computer of my own.
Okay, why don't you show us some of your favorite things then?
I like playing Rainbow Friends. It's a story game. There's 4 monsters. You have to survive them until you can go back to your home. And like, so this guy, he's a scientist and he's red. He has red skin and he has big eyes. And so like he gives you tasks that you have to complete in order to escape.
Well, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, and then can you tell us about like all your VR, like the Oculus stuff you've done, and also the time you use Magically?
Remember we did the VR over there? Yeah. Remember that experience?
Yeah.
Okay, talk about that.
Well, like I wanted to play paintball, but like I didn't know how to play, so I just did the drawing game where like you have a square with like every tool you can imagine of, and then you just like with your hand you like draw whatever, and like you can make houses and stuff like that. You can make 3D drawings.
Yeah, you're very talented. Some of the best, like magically art I've seen.
Thank you. I'm saying it for her. So thank you. She's working on that. A 2-year-old's better at it than she is.
Holy, at 9 years old, you're already old fogey. Cool. So, is there anything else you want to show us?
Do you have any art?
Yeah.
Can you show us some?
Okay.
Please.
She's so tired of me telling people.
Well,
Don't
when
show
you're
that one
nervous,
because that's the one you're
it's
working on with
tough.
me.
That's it.
Show, I mean, I guess you could just briefly show it, right?
Wow.
I like that cat. Is that a cat or a mermaid?
They're
Or
all
both?
cats. Yeah, her art
I
is
don't
based on
think
cats.
Can you
Most of them are cats, not all of them. A lot of them are.
can you show
Show
Gooey?
them whatever you want to show them. I don't have to show them. You have your tablet.
Can you show Gooey Goop?
I also made this.
Bring it up.
Fantastic.
Whoa.
I like
Can
that
you-
one.
Can you show the Gooey Gecko?
The
Little
Gekko?
gecko? I like
Gekko?
gecko.
Yeah.
This one's name is Gekku because he's gooey, so it's Gekku.
That makes a lot of sense. That is pretty gooky.
So that one's about to be minted on Ken's page. He's gonna mint it.
Amazing. What was Ken? What's his name?
Ken Bozak.
Bozak.
Yep. And this is the one she did of him. Show them that one. This is the one that's minted on his page right now.
Nice. Fantastic. With a cat. I like it.
Yeah, with a cat. They have to have cats.
Well, that makes sense.
Whichever one you want. You have any others you like? The high one is cool too.
The high one.
That one's also minted on your wax account.
Let me find it. I'm trying to find something. There it is.
There's another one she did.
I made this myself.
Whoa.
It's going to be. It's not yet.
Can you show us any of the animations?
Do the first one, the one that starts with black. The heart control one.
Okay, the new or old?
The old one, the original.
Wait, what is it called? Oh yeah.
Okay, she's gonna show you one of the animated videos that she's done. Let's put it up.
Awesome.
There you go.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And then I have the old one.
Oh, she showed you that was the most recent. This one is the original from that one.
This is the
Which
one.
I personally like more.
This is the one I made first.
Mm. Yeah.
There's also another one that I made another one of. This is hold on, no. It's not the one. Okay, this is the original one that I made.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Lots of months later. Wait a minute. What happened? Oh my gosh. Oh.
It goes really fast.
I got it. Whoops.
What program do you use to make this animation?
I use Flip-a-Clip.
Nice.
And both of these are love stories, by the way.
Love
And this
stories.
is the remake.
Oh. Hello. I'm a cat. You're a cat too. I'm
It's much slower.
Oh.
I like it with Damien narrating.
Yes, but I will leave you. I love you. Oh my gosh, I was wanting to hear that. Oh, it's fantastic. Tell us something. Oh my gosh, she's so. Oh my god, like so. Totally. Part 2. Oh my gosh.
Maybe, maybe not.
Ah, I like this. Pardon me if I get in front of
Maybe
somebody's
there's
way.
gonna be a part 2. Maybe there's not gonna be.
That's a good point. Keep us in suspense. Someone's been learning.
I also made this one.
Oh, so sad.
I like this one especially because it was so short and it does not take a long time. This is the longest one I've done. About 1 minute and 14 seconds.
This one's a little sad.
Bring it up a bit.
Makes you want to cry.
Not me.
Oh my.
I am just naturally creepy.
I see Ken has your picture on his Instagram.
That one is long.
Oh my.
There's a whole lot. There's a variety of styles, though. It's like she doesn't stick to one style, which is what I like. It's just such a variety.
I heard that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's violence in here. Careful, there's kids in here. There's too much violence.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. That is a lot of eyes.
Like Happy Tree Friends.
Ooh.
I guess it was a bad word.
Nice. Uh-oh. I
He'd
like
be
that.
dead.
No.
No more annoying bird.
Mm-hmm. Problem solved, right? All right.
So, when you're the next Disney, like we'll have a called Zahara World amusement park, we'll say we knew you back then. Well, thank you so much. So, did you start school already?
Yeah.
Just started yesterday.
Well, what grade are you in?
4th.
Nice. You're much bigger than all those third graders, right? Little tiny people.
Fine.
I was in the 4th grade once.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. I think about it. I think I was too.
All I know is when I was in 4th grade, I was not as cool as her.
All I know is that when I was in 4th grade, I didn't speak English.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well,
I also like this
forget about
one.
4th grade. I'm still not as cool as her.
This is true. Oh yeah. Oh. Now this is getting more colorful. Oh my. Wow. What was a
This
flash?
is the last
Oh,
one. She's
my-
wrapping it up.
This is amazing.
because they have to go.
Oh.
But she would love to do this again sometime. If you guys want.
Actually, well, we do have a hackathon. I think Damien and Todd are going to be hosting us, thankfully.
Okay.
Would you like to teach magically to the other kids?
You want to show the other kids how to do it? Yeah.
Okay.
She said sure.
We may have a few magic moves at our school.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, let's definitely. She'd like to do it.
Maybe
And
some
where-
Roblox.
Where can she? You said this is on YouTube.
I'll send you the link.
Okay.
After, yeah.
Thank
Cool,
you
thank you
for
so much,
for
Tom.
having us.
Thank you
for
so
having us.
much.
Thanks for sharing your art with us.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, just hit the B button to exit.
You're not gonna- I'm not gonna-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then say thank you.
Daddy,
Daddy,
hit the B button.
hit the B button.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah,
Right,
hit B as in Bob.
Wait. B.
Yeah.
Yeah, B as in Bob.
Okay.
So you can get off the stage. Then.
Okay. Step down. All right. Cool. Thank you.
B as in
B as in
banana.
banana.
That's cool.
Oh, just later on? All right.
Hey, Prav, do we want to?
Yeah, sure.
Do we want to go over to one of the other platforms and test?
Moonbase?
Okay.
By the way, how's
would
my
love to
mic?
take a hike to
I'm
the
getting
moon.
a lot of feedback. Are you guys hearing me clearly? Okay, cool.
Where we going? Cool. All right. All right. I'll let him know. I'll be back.
No. All right. I think I'm in Moonbase. Sure. All right. It seems like I lost my
Mind? You lost your mind?
no, not my mind. My admin rights.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, Prav. We're those that were made gods. We're no longer gods in here.
Yeah. So maybe we exit.
God link.
Okay, cool.
Must be God.
Can you send an email, Pravin? Or no?
No, not everybody made it in. Looks like.
It's Michael at app360.co.
Okay. So Prav, I was gonna ask if we wanted to practice on like one of the other platforms, like the XR Miami, because okay, just because I have to go and I have to go in the next like about 15-20 minutes. So mhm. Mm. Yeah, I see all the billboards and it looks like there's a main screen that we could present on, but oh, it looks like I could screen share on that screen too. Uh, uh, it looks. I mean, I said I'm screen sharing, but on screen one, but I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Oh well. I'm gonna hop out of there. So. All right. Okay, actually, I got a bill. That I did just get it, but yeah, well, I did it earlier. Yeah, I did it earlier, so yeah, I'm not worried. Yeah, I already went on top of it. Yeah, it's very cool. And right, but Prov, two things. Also, there's a guy, there's like an astronaut like randomly floating around in the sky you catch once in a while. Um, but also, I'm really disappointed that the jump doesn't doesn't work higher here on the moon. Like, I feel like if I jump, I should jump way higher because I'm on the moon. You know? No, but you know what I mean. Like just a single jump. You would think on the moon, a single jump should be like super, super, super high. You know, compared to Earth, but it's not. Oh well. Um, yeah. Anyway, very cool stuff, man. Um, just mhm, right. Yeah. Very. You know, this. I think I went to one of your events before that was on this same platform, and this is definitely this is definitely improved. Like they've definitely made some improvements, like you said. So very cool. Mm. Oh, oh, cool, cool, cool. All right, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, there goes that astronaut. All right, bud. Thanks so much, man. This is very cool. And yeah, holler if you need me for anything else. I gotta go. Just got food delivered, so gotta go eat with the fam. Um, all right, man. Take it easy, guys. Bye.
Yeah, got back in. I made it. Let's see if I can share my screen real quick. Oh no. Oh yeah. try to share screen again. Screen share. Okay, share it. All right. Problem is there's no audience, so it feels weird. Amplify my audio. Yeah, let me stop sharing. Go back here. Amplify my audio. Okay. Can you hear me better? All right. Yeah. How late? So, okay, here we go. So how much time we got to share on this later on? Oh, no, I ain't gonna be at 24/7. Okay. 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 Yeah, I have a 3 a.m. meeting today with some guys in Australia, in Europe. So I'm not looking forward to it, but I have to. Yeah, so you guys can can see me and hear clearly. I mean, once you see me, meaning the slides. I wish I could see it myself. I can't because I'm seeing my own screen. Maybe I should grab another laptop. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab another laptop. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab another laptop. Sorry for that. So where will I be going on YouTube?
Pretty good, pretty good. Want to test presentation in here? Sure. It's what's your Telegram? Because that thing is probably better. Yeah. Hold on. So.
Oh, cool. Checking out on YouTube right now. Oh, cool. Checking out on YouTube right now. Oh, cool. Checking out on YouTube right now. Yeah, I think so. Let me try something real quick. Hold on a second. I want to try something real quick. Can you hear me better on this mic or no? Can you hear me better, or was it? Which one's better, this one or the mic? I mean, not the mic. I have a.
There you hear.
So wasting my money buying an expensive Yeti X mic. Okay. Okay, I'm on the Yeti right now. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be a problem. I'm not one of those to talk in the mic. All right, yeah, I'll go back to the laptop. I feel more comfortable here anyway. Yeah, no. All right, let me take that out. Yeah, is it any better? Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'll stay with laptop mouse. Mic.
Go back to Yeti.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna just share this. Really, it's a really short version, not too long.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run through it and a little disclaimer and some short. And that's it.
Why don't you walk a little bit closer to me?
Walk to you?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
hit the W key.
W.
Yeah, just to walk forward a little bit.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, because you're
like screen. Yeah, you're basically right on top of your screen.
That better, or should I come back?
Yeah, just
Come backwards. Forward. That better? No.
Just come towards the center.
Seems like okay.
Yeah, you're behind me now.
I'm behind you. Is that better?
You fell off the edge of it.
I did.
Just come towards the screen so I can see. And I'm the camera for YouTube right now. So it's you and the screen at the same time. Like, what I'm seeing is what YouTube sees. So just go towards your screen.
Go.
And then face me so that the YouTube can see.
Is there any way I can enlarge the screen or no?
I can enlarge it, but if I click on it, right? Yeah, that's why I want you to be in front of it so that I want to see, because there was a certain point where I saw you and the full screen as well.
Oh.
So just get in front of it, and I'll arrange myself around where you are.
Problem is, I don't know where you are, but I'm going closer and closer to the screen.
Right in, yeah. Just keep going forward. Now turn around.
You do that.
Right click on your mouse and drag. You can orbit around. Yeah, keep turning. Like face the rocket ship, basically. Yeah, you see me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Now, go a little bit closer to your screen. Like hit the S key, so you can go backwards. Now hit the A key. Oh yeah, stop right there. Let's see if that works. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's awesome. You see stuff on YouTube? Oh, you work.
The problem is I can't see my screen.
Okay.
I'm looking at you now.
Yeah, hit the W screen a little bit for like a second. And then stop. Hit the S key for like a second. That's good. Okay, so I think what happens is if I go full screen, it takes your
Yeah, which is fine. I don't want people looking at me anyway. I could care less.
Okay.
As you can tell, I haven't.
That's fine. So after your intro, I'm gonna do the full screen. So just your intro will put you on screen.
Yeah, because I haven't had time to get a haircut in like 4 months. So.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man.
Okay, so you want to just do your intro, and then I'll go full screen after your intro.
Yeah, my intro is actually on the screen.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, Hassan from Cardano, South Florida. Welcome to the moon.
So hold up though, just to make sure.
Yeah, you might maybe turn off the volume on your YouTube so you don't get the echo.
Yeah. Do I have that on? No, I got that off. I don't have that going now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. But so let me see here real quick.
There's people coming to the other space now too. The extra Miami.
Yeah, but how do I go back to my stuff to share?
Oh, you're already there. Yeah. Just look on YouTube, right? We'll see,
No, not the YouTube. So you see the screen I'm looking at?
Yeah, it says it's got the Lamborghini on it. I'll want to be able to show.
Yeah, no, but I actually want to interact with my actual.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying right now?
Yeah.
What I'm seeing right now is what you see right now.
I see your headshot.
Okay. All right. All right. So yeah. So I'll just keep it at that.
All right.
Second major of the last decade is the notion that computer networks were not only needed but valuable. They have gradually.
But now I'm hearing someone's like.
Yeah, that's somebody else, not me.
Has been moved away. Nothing else we've ever known.
Let me.
I think some. Yeah.
Here's the deal. The 1,000 times is good.
All right, now that's fine.
I
can hear you though.
You can hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's I muted all the non-admins.
Yeah, okay, cool. So
let's just do let's just do a real quick thing and then we'll head over to XR Miami and see what they're live streaming there.
Okay, hey. All right. Hi. My name is Cesar Michael, and I'm Cardano, South Florida Meetup organizer, Cardano ambassador. I'm an entrepreneur, live in South Florida, and originally from Liberia, West Africa. I run Cardano, South Florida Meetup. So how my voice coming through? Is it coming through a week, or do I need to be a little bit more forceful? You gotta tell me so I remember.
Yeah, I think you're fun.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So Cardano South Florida Meetup, who we are, basically Cardano South Florida Meetup is a bunch of Cardano enthusiasts, locals, and crypto enthusiasts. We get together at least every other 2-3 months, talk crypto, talk Cardano, and try to nurture each other in the crypto space, blockchain, and whatever projects that's going on. Basically, we.
Hassan, let's try something.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a newer laptop, I think we could like put your laptop webcam can have your webcam on twice. So I'm gonna send you a link for the StreamYard so that we can add your picture via StreamYard.
Okay.
So let me give you that here.
I mean, you want to, okay, cool. Is it possible for me to just do a video? I mean, not video, but to just do the headshot without the video?
Well, I just want to see if this even works. See if we can put you and me on while you're screen sharing. Yeah, so click on the StreamYard link, and then
Let's see.
I'll see you when you accept the invite.
Why, you send me an email?
Yeah. Click on the StreamYard link.
Okay, let me see.
If anything, if it asks you to like if your webcam can't handle 2 streams at once, just turn off the nowhere stream and like turn down the other one. Your webcam so that we can see your face. I just want to see if this works later on. Turn down the other one.
Okay, I just clicked on it.
Okay.
Let me see. No, it hasn't come yet. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing.
Yeah, it says StreamYard link as the
Oh,
subject line.
I haven't received it yet.
Maybe check your spam.
No, I think for some reason my stuff is coming in really slow. My emails.
If you click the inbox button, it'll check your email immediately.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it. It just hasn't arrived yet.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I just did a send and receive like a year ago. It just arrived. Mike.
Giancarlo, do you want to be on the screen also?
Yeah,
Or the streamer?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. All right, let me send that to you.
All right.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I'm hearing that background noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to turn on your webcam. And Giancarlo, did you get your the link?
Yeah, I think I'm getting a lot of echo with the StreamYard.
You just mute one of your things. But just try to turn on your webcam from StreamYard.
What's up?
Yeah, so Giancarlo, I telegrammed you the link for StreamYard. So click on that, and then I'll add you to the YouTube stream. Yeah, you left the StreamYard, Hassan. Yeah, there, you're back, Hassan, there. So Giancarlo, did you? Oh, there you are. Cool. Let me add you to the stream here. Cool. You see yourself on YouTube?
Yes, I do.
That's it. Cool. Now let's see if you get. So Hassan, yeah, are you able to click the StreamYard link again? Well, it's kind of cool, at least we know. It might be on the the type of GPU you have, right? Because right now I can see my webcam on both Nowhere and on StreamYard, so it must be like how much. But Hassan's got a nice laptop, I think. That's cool. Yeah, because the thing about it is, we couldn't get the people to get like their screen, full screen, plus their headshot. People always like to see the people talking. So this is nice. We can do it this way.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's Hassan. Yeah, add Hassan to this. Cool, man. You're on, Hassan.
All right. All right. And just gonna go back to. Launch page. Oh, hold up. Do I have? Okay, broadcast, text screen, text stage. Okay, there we go. Is that echo coming from me?
Yeah.
Okay, so which one should I kill? I need to kill one of them.
Well, just mute your. I'll mute you on. Or good.
I muted myself on the screen now.
All right. And then I think you have to do your whole God mode thing again.
Yeah.
No, I don't have the right to do any stuff. All right. No, I'm still getting the echo. I think it's
You'll figure. Yeah, just you might have going on now. I think something like this, you might like go back to the headset.
yeah, I'm still getting the echo.
Try using your headset. That might reduce that.
Yeah, it might be getting the screen right. Yeah, I'm getting very bad feedback.
Let's see.
Okay, I killed the screen out, and it sounds fine.
All right, that's fine. That's good. We know that now.
Yeah.
Let me see some. Check it.
Yeah, you're fine, but I guess I'm not going to.
I have to see myself. I'm fine with that. I mean,
Let me try it one more. How's
you want to do it right away?
Oh, you oh, I don't know. Okay. All right, just go ahead, Ricardo. Go ahead, Hassan.
Can you guys still hear me or no?
Yeah, just go into God mode, so you're louder.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
All right, let me see where I'm at. Okay, there I'm at. Okay, take the stage. Integrate a mic. Am I too close to the screen?
No, that's good. No, because you're on stage. It's good.
Okay. No, I can barely hear you, Praveen.
Saying both you and him aren't in the space right now, Giancarlo. Are you still in?
Yeah, it just crashed. I have to reload it.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, there you are. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's try getting onto StreamYard again. Use your headset.
All right.
All right.
You're back, Giancarlo?
Okay. All right. I'm in.
Cool. Yeah, that looks good.
No echo.
Good. All right, man. Let's just do this.
Well, I think everything's set.
Yeah, Giancarlo, why don't you flip your webcam down a little bit? Your bottom of your face is being cut off.
And my screen just went completely blank.
Well, I can see. Just look at YouTube. You're fine.
Yeah, no. I mean the slide where I'm sharing.
Oh, I see. Just
okay. I just reloaded. Let me see. Let me change anything.
yeah. I wonder if you're maybe make sure you're logged in as admin mode still.
Yeah, I can see broadcast. Okay, there we go. I can take the stage.
Cool.
Turn up echo. Okay.
Yeah, look. Yeah, don't. The sound is perfect. Don't mess with any sound now.
No, ain't messing with any sound anymore.
Okay, sounds good. Good. Yeah, Giancarlo, your webcam's there. It is. There you are. Cool.
There you go.
All right, man. So there's no one mess with any settings now. Everything's perfect. We finally got it an hour in. We're experts now.
All right. Yeah, I need to get a haircut.
Yeah, do what I did, right? Put the a design in your hair when you get a cut.
All right. So, how long will you gonna get started? You say you're gonna
Yeah,
uh,
let's start. Yeah, we're live stream. Yeah,
we live streaming now,
yeah.
and people watching.
No one's watching, so we haven't showed anyone the live stream link, but
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So,
But
what you
this,
gonna do? You gonna pre-record this and then live stream it later, just in
no,
case, or no?
yeah. It's live stream, so there's a recording. I already emailed you the link. You can download it and edit it if you want later.
No,
Just use a YouTube downloader.
I barely got time for a haircut. Believe me.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
ain't got
we just have a list of like meetup live streams, so it'll go on there, and then people could watch this afterwards too. Because a lot of people, most people right now are actually in person in downtown Miami.
Okay.
So we'll send them, everyone who did Eventbrite, we'll send this link to them so they can see what happened
Okay.
online.
Yeah, sure. All right. Let's get started. And then after this, I get to go home. Oh, I'm already home. I forgot.
Well, after this, we have an after party. We have a film festival tonight in Miami Beach, right on the beach, Ocean Drive.
No, I got a 3 a.m. Meeting. I got to catch at least 2 hours of sleep before that time.
All right.
But yeah, let's get started. I don't
Okay.
mind getting started. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Welcome. My name is Hassan Michael, and glad to be live streaming this meetup event or metaverse experience. Actually, this is my first metaverse experience. So
So it's your first time on the moon, I
on
assume,
the moon too.
or
Yeah.
maybe
So
not.
first time on the moon in the metaverse. So forgive me if I fall off the moon. It already happened once. So, but yeah, my name is Hassan Michael. The Cardano South Florida meetup organizer. I'm actually a Cardano ambassador. I've been a crypto blockchain Cardano enthusiast since 2017 when I first got in the crypto space. I'm actually the founder of DAP 360 Workforce, which is a career launchpad for DApp developers. And my profession is actually full stack ERP developer in corporate America. And I live in South Florida. So if you need to contact me, you can find my Telegram at DApp360 underscore Mike. Same handle for Twitter, and my email is right on the screen there. So yeah, Cardano, South Florida. What is Cardano, South Florida? Cardano, South Florida is a meetup that grew out of two people back in 2018. And currently we are about 1,300 members strong. And our goal basically is to nurture Cardano project developers, evangelists, and also help local businesses navigate the Cardano ecosystem here in South Florida. Our goal is to be a local anchor point for everything Cardano in South Florida, but we also partner with different blockchain projects. For example, the Blockchain Center of Miami. We partner with them, and we try to partner with other projects too, because at the end of the day, it's not going to be a single chain world. It's going to be a multi-chain world. At least that's my opinion. So it makes sense for collaboration and partnership. So if you are a Cardano South Florida member, what can you expect? You can expect to access local Cardano subject matter experts. We locally host events you can attend free of charge. And if you need help navigating the Cardano ecosystem, we can also help you with that. And all of that is free of charge, by the way. So today, I want to talk about NFTs. It's a presentation that's close to my heart, and I want to give not a technical presentation per se, but I want to give something that basically novice, expert, everybody can converge and take something from this presentation. So there'll be a little bit for everybody, whether you are seasoned expert or you just a curiosity seeker. And we're going to go focus mostly on applications and utility of NFTs. I think right now everybody know NFTs as either video images or still photos, but there's a lot of other applications and utilities for NFTs that are yet to be explained in in the blockchain space. Quick disclaimer: the content I'm presenting is for information and education purpose only. You should not construe this presentation and discussion as professional, legal, or investment advice. You alone assume sole responsibility for evaluating, assessing, and determining the merit and trustworthiness of the content presented and discussed in this Zoom or live stream event. So, real quick, what we're going to talk about, I'm just going to give a broad overview of NFTs, a definition, standards, and application. And then we'll talk about Cardano NFTs, which is we're talking about advantages and projects. Uh, Audience, as I said earlier, newcomers, NFT project team enthusiasts, and curiosity seeker. This is not by any means a detailed technical presentation on NFT development. And as I mentioned earlier in the disclaimer, it's also not an NFT investment presentation. So please, I'm not giving investment advice here. So agenda, real quick, we'll talk about blockchain tokens. What is a token? Token standards and importance, advantages of and benefit of Cardano NFT, potential application and utilities of Cardano NFT. We'll also talk about the evolution, risks, and shortcoming of NFTs. And then we'll take a little bit of a look at minting a Cardano NFT and what the Cardano NFT ecosystem looks like. So let's get started. So what you're looking at right now on my screen is a token. What is a token, right? A token basically is just an alphanumeric series of characters, basically stored on a blockchain, right? It's protected, yes, and is basically a representation of something, right? But it's not. Why are people actually paying a huge sum of money for this token, right? If you look at it on the blockchain, it's just an alphanumeric token. So why are people paying a huge sum of money? That because these tokens represent something in the real world, right? They are a virtual representation of something in the real world. And as a token, they offer certain benefits that never existed in Web 2 or in the internet infrastructure as it is right now. So let's go back to the basics, some fundamentals, right? A blockchain asset that embodies the following. We're talking about blockchain token. It is an alphanumeric token, series of characters, as I mentioned, that is securely stored on the blockchain, right? It's, a token is also a digital or virtual representation. A token should be quantifiable. We simply mean it should be counted, sum, or it can be denominated for basic accounting. A token also is the blockchain is dependent on the blockchain. So from one blockchain to another, that token in most cases is dependent on the blockchain where it was created. And also these tokens are actually encoded by certain rules, right? So a token represents a type of rule encoded in a smart contract. So tokens have all these abilities. They have all these features attached to them. That's what a token is. And we talk about NFT. NFT is just one form of token, right? But what differentiates one token from another is actually what you call a token standards. So tokens have different standards. And what are token standards? Basically, they are governing rules, right? As you see on the screen, widely acceptable rules of operation that ensure smart contracts are composable and they are compatible among various applications on the blockchain. So whether you, excuse me, whether you have a DEX or you have an exchange, basically these governing rules ensures that the token basically work excuse me, work the same on the DEX as it works on the exchanges or work in a smart contract or in your wallet. So that's what these governing rules do. Uh, the importance of these standards is that from a developer perspective, they do ensure that the developers basically adhere to what the governing rules are. I'm a software developer, and one thing I'll tell you that in developing a software, for example, C Sharp, you have interfaces. And interfaces is just an abstract principle that says basically whoever in whatever class inherit these interface are required, they are forced to implement certain definitions. So that's what these token standards are. They help software developers basically adhere to the rules that govern a specific token standards. So what are some of these token standards? For example, I'm sure a lot of people know about ERC20, which is your fungible token, and that's where a huge portion of your crypto coin is going to fall. We're talking about ICOs, utility token, and security token, things of the sort. Most of them going to be your ERC20 fungible tokens. And then, for the purpose of our discussion, a token standard we're going to be looking at is the ERC 721, right? Which is your non-fungible token. And as I said earlier, this is just a standard for non-fungible tokens like deeds, artwork, or song. And what's special about ERC 721, unlike ERC 20 token standard, is ERC 721 tokens are unique. So on the blockchain, only one of its kind of that specific token gonna exist, right? So they are also non-interchangeable. Uh, uh, and that means basically that one token cannot replace another on the blockchain. Whereas in ERC20, let's say you can have one Ethereum can replace another Ethereum. But in the case of NFTs, one cannot replace the other because each NFT is unique. And for NFTs, the standard is 721. So let's talk about Cardano non-fungible token. Cardano implementation of NFT standards basically maintains the NFT standards while improving NFT assets, right? It's a lot of words in there, but basically Cardano has its own standard for NFT. Those standards were introduced with the Mary hard fork, which brought native assets and to Cardano mainnet. So one of the benefit of one thing that's unique to Cardano NFT is that all NFTs on Cardano are actually a layer one native token, unlike a lot of other blockchain projects where your NFTs are mostly layer two. What that simply means is that being layer one, the same infrastructure, I would say, the same layer one ledger that store ADA, that store all the native tokens and secure those native tokens, basically the same layer one ledger that stores your NFT, which actually gives you an added security because now you're actually saving your NFT where ADA is also stored. And then two, by storing Cardano NFTs in layer one, it means that to mint an NFT, basically you don't need a smart contract. So that's something that Cardano NFT brings that is unique to that ecosystem. So what are some of the advantages? As I said earlier, there's increased security, performance, and accuracy by storing things in layer one, because then you have the consensus protocol in case of Cardano is Ouroboros, which actually guarantees and track every transaction of that NFT on the layer one level. It also means that a lower cost of transaction, right, compared to the gas fee on some other blockchain, because you are storing your NFTs in a layer one ledger. The cost is extremely low for that. And it's not dependent on a smart contract, as I said. And obviously, Cardano is a proof of stake network, which consumes less energy. So you can say your NFT is actually environmentally friendly. That's something you want to keep in mind. So current use cases. And potential application. A lot of people know NFT as images and basically video, as I mentioned earlier, but there are other applications and potential uses for NFTs. For example, virtual ownership of digital goods in the metaverse, gaming assets, and internet. That's one application for it. Perpetual royalty. NFTs also, when combined with smart contract, gives you the ability to secure continuous middleman free revenue, right? You can have an image or a music that's an NFTs, and you can build a smart contract within that NFT, basically that guarantees what you call revenue sharing every time that asset is sold, without the original owner being a part of that contract transaction in terms of negotiating or in terms of ownership of that. The smart contract will ensure that whatever commission or royalty they're entitled to tied to that NFT will automatically be provided to the original artist. Also, NFT, another application is just redeemable NFTs, right? And what I mean by that is these are NFT where you actually acquire these NFTs in the virtual world, and you can redeem the benefit of privileges in the real world. You can earn on, and there's also uh, non-purchase NFTs. These are NFTs basically where they can only be earned by performing some work or learning something in before you can acquire those NFTs. You're not going to be able to buy them anywhere, right? Another use for NFT is for ticketing, you know, and I'll show you some examples of that. And obviously, NFT prevent forgery and counterfeit because they're on the blockchain, they're a unique token, and uh, every time there's a counterfeit, it's easier to determine that that token is not real. So here's an example of an actual project in South Florida that is using NFT as a ticket for their show. Latimobile was one of the first auto show that basically allow you to buy images of some of the cars that are actually in the car show, and you can use that image when you show up for admission and actually be able to enter the show with that NFT. So this is just one option of, I mean, one application where an actual NFT from the virtual world is used to redeem privileges or benefit in the real world. So what does it look like to mint an NFT on Cardano? It's fairly simple, right? But I'll give you at least the perspective from a developer. And this is for your techies. Basically, it's not this difficult if you don't have the technical skills. But if you do and you just want to explore some of these things, creating an NFT or minting an NFT on Cardano, you could set up, you know, a Cardano node, generate some keys and addresses using the Cardano CLI. By the way, with Vassal, which is the upcoming Cardano update, you won't have that CLI available. But you generate your keys and addresses. You also will have to fund your wallet for the transaction. Every time you create an asset, you have to pay a fee at least to mint the asset. So you have to fund your wallet for that. You're also going to create and export some protocol parameters, generate a minting policy with the policy ID to identify the actual NFT, and then create some metadata, right? Basically provide some information that says what the NFT is, who created it, when it was created, and things of that sort. and then build a maintain transaction, calculate some fees. You submit the transaction to the Cardano network, and you send the token to the wallet. So this, as the protocol evolve, some of these steps have changed. And again, as I said, this is not meant to be a highly technical detail. It's just to give you a high level view of some of the tasks that are involved from a developer perspective. Now, if you're just an artist and you're interested in minting NFT, you got projects in the Cardano space that will allow you to do that in 4 steps. For example, here's a project from CNFT.io, and this one might be a little outdated sense, but basically minting an NFT would just be as simple as number one, upload your artwork. Two, add some metadata, decide the tokenomics for it, and list your NFT for sale if you're an artist, right? It's just that simple. Here go another project on called Carter Hub, and this project does pretty much the same thing I told you, where you just drag and drop your files. It could be a PNG, GIF, or MP4, MP3 file, and basically generate the asset name, enter the asset name, enter the asset description, who minted it, and enter your wallet, and you're on your way. You just create an NFT for your artwork. And just a quick overview of some of the projects in the Cardano space. A lot of people talk about Cardano not having NFT. And by the way, this is, again, not all the NFT projects on Cardano. This is just a snapshot, a screenshot of what I could capture on my screen. But as you can see, there's a lot of NFT projects currently in the Cardano space, and there are more coming on every day. So if you need more information on some of these projects, there's Built on Cardano. There's also Essential Cardano and Cardano Cube. If you go back here, this is screenshot from actually Cardano Cube. So what are some of the current risks, right? There are some risks associated with NFTs right now. Number one, our current laws are not in sync with NFTs, right? So outdated laws and regulations for enforcement. What do I mean by that? Enforcing NFT digital contracts still must go through traditional archaic laws. So just because you own an NFT on the blockchain and you can show you have that, when it comes to copyright agreement, things of that sort, you still have to go through the court. If the court don't respect the blockchain smart contract, then you certainly out of luck. But that's one risk that's still associated with with NFTs currently. Until the laws are updated, you're not going to be your NFTs basically are subjected to whatever laws is on the books, right? Regardless of what the blockchain says. Also, NFTs are rapidly evolving. You got cross-chain interoperability, NFT locking. So what that means, you have scenarios where you got two blockchain where you can put an NFT from one blockchain to another. So locking, NFT locking basically will allow you to lock NFT on one blockchain, put it to another, and then burn it on the original blockchain. So that's something that's still evolving. So if you buy an NFT now, maybe 6-7 months from now, the entire ecosystem could evolve to a point where you can move it from one chain to another. And also right now, another huge risk is the hyping and absurd valuation of NFTs. I've seen people who have bought ton of NFT at really high price, but you have to keep in mind some of these valuations are all subjective, right? It's what somebody's willing to pay for that. They don't always appreciate. That's something to keep in mind. And then two, malicious actor duplication. That's something a lot of people don't pay attention to. So I give you an example. You can buy an NFT where it's on one chain, but nothing stopped a malicious actor from actually duplicating that same image on another blockchain, right? It would just be unique to a blockchain, but it won't be unique across several blockchains. So keep that in mind. And those are just some of the recent issues associated with NFTs currently. And for some references, I got a few links on there you can check out, including Cardano developer portal, Ethereum token standards, and minting native tokens with Cardano developer portal. So it's something if you want to get more detail, more information, you can check out. And that's pretty much it. I don't know if we have any questions, but
Yeah, man. That's great presentation. Giancarlo, do you want to go first?
Yeah, certainly. And how has the market been for NFTs on Cardano in terms of receptiveness? Like, what are the marketplaces for it right now?
marketplace for Cardano actually been huge. I can give you actual price, but there's been an explosion. I mean, almost daily you have new projects joining on. And when I say new project, you have at least about 50 or 60. And I think I'm being a little bit more on the low end there, projects joining in terms of NFTs that have been minted on some of the marketplaces. I think some of the bigger marketplaces in the Cardano ecosystem, one is NFT Maker. And you also have CNFT.io and a bunch of other ones. But if you really want to see, you can go to Cardano Cube, and under the ecosystem, you can actually see a list of all the Cardano projects. And if you go to, I think I pointed out, Essential Cardano, these two links, Cardano Cube and Essential Cardano, you'll see an explosion of multiple NFT projects in the space.
Very cool, very cool. And do you guys already have any kind of metaverse interfaces? Any kind of projects that already use the Cardano blockchain in a metaverse-like setting?
Oh yeah. One of my favorites is Cornucopia. I wish I could show you a screenshot, but Cornucopia is on my list of projects to explore. And there's also Virtua, Virtua, if I'm not mistaken. And these are all very, very ambitious projects.
That's cool. You're talking about metaverse in the metaverse on the moon.
On, yeah.
That's cool.
So, Hassan, so what do you see the future of CNFTs to be when the literally when the hardware catches up to our ideas? Like, for example, Apple Glass is supposed to come out next year, and then obviously the new Oculuses and the new Magic Leaps and such. So literally, like, the reason why I ask, because we're doing a metaverse hackathon. So how do you think we could integrate Cardano NFTs into our upcoming hackathon for the metaverse?
And what I'm giving you is my own opinion of where I think some of these going to go. I think the first beauty of NFTs is that prior to NFT or Web3, there was no way for people to actually own digital assets online and actually prove that they own it, right? Now, the blockchain gives people the ability to actually show ownership of digital asset online, on the internet. So when you take that and apply it to places like the metaverse or just online world, what you're going to have now is people having the ability to own every single piece of artifact that in a metaverse, right? So imagine that, for example, every single artifact can be produced by an artist, can be purchased by somebody who actually liked that piece of NFTs or a piece of music that is an NFT. So you're going to have a metaverse where the entire landscape is owned by people, and it becomes more like an economic engine for trade, an economic engine for revenue generation. So I think that's one of the biggest things I'm seeing is going to happen in the metaverse and NFT. And the other thing I think that's going to have a huge impact is what I mentioned before, the ability for people to earn NFT in the virtual world and be able to cross over into the real world and redeem benefits, right? Or redeem privileges, where you can, for example, have NFT ticket that you earn from playing a game, right, in the metaverse, and you can take that ticket and go to an actual store and get merchandise, whether it's the merchandise related to the metaverse. So there's going to be that crossover effect between the real world and the metaverse when it comes to NFTs.
Yeah, that's interesting. The term for that, I'm going to spell it out because it's called phygital. Um,
Mm. So you already started doing that with your project?
yeah, so phygital is a combination of digital and physical,
These
right?
are,
So that's pretty interesting. And then the other thing you're mentioning, as far as like the real world, another thing I think for NFT artists is the concept of skinning your own reality, right? So I can imagine if Giancarlo GC Crypto designed a texture, or like even like you see the spacescape type thing, the background, maybe like having your world to have that color, right? Because you're wearing augmented reality Apple glasses, so basically have a spacescape in your bedroom or that artist type thing too, and then have the overlays in your world. And if you token lock them through NFTs, you can unlock the best artwork the guy made, or whatever you think it is. Maybe you live in the underwater world or something, but literally in the real world, right?
yeah,
With AR. Um, but I
yeah,
think
and
though the
that,
downside of that is people are saying you'll have like constant advertising in front of your eyes all the time.
yeah. I mean, with all technology, it can be abused and misused. But I think that's something that in the Web3 space and blockchain space that the users should have the right to basically regulate that and determine what they want to see and what they don't want to see, right? And I think that's a fundamental shift between Web 2 and Web 3, where in Web 2, the centralized businesses dictate what the user saw. And in Web 3 is the other way around, where the user get to decide what they see or not see. And if they choose to see something, then maybe they earn a revenue for doing that. So that's something I'm
Yeah,
looking
actually,
forward to too.
yeah, maybe Giancarlo, maybe like perhaps like a whole the whole play to win or play to earn type scenarios for gaming. I wonder how maybe we take that to a further level of like you earn if you do some actions in the real world.
I can imagine it here, even like if you just set up some things here that would allow you to punch them or just to like click them, and then it would send that information to the blockchain and mint it as a Cardano NFT, and then maybe you could redeem that to actually get some kind of benefit in the real world, or maybe that would give you access to a key so you can go into another level that you still haven't revealed,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like kind of like a key club.
That's something that I think a lot of brands gonna start looking to, to interact with their users online and then give them access in the real world. Yeah,
Yeah, I can imagine that rocket right there, right? If you do enough like actions, maybe get the rocket to launch, but also relate that to a real like SpaceX launch, for example. It's a branded experience,
Mm,
like time locked. But yeah,
yeah, I
it
could.
seems like a whole new world here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What were you saying, Giancarlo?
Oh, I'm just saying that something like that. I feel like for NFTs, they're kind of underutilized because people don't yet they haven't yet really acquired knowledge on how to use the utility functions on it. So right now, while we're still discussing them as means to preserve like audio, video information and metadata, really like it'd be cool to actually use them to have access to physical places or objects or devices. Like imagine Cardano had a place at a a shop or pop ups or anything like that where you show up there and you can redeem stuff using Cardano NFTs. So you've actually created a real tangible value for why I want to mint stuff on a particular blockchain.
Yeah, I think there's some things people are using right now in certain use cases where NFTs are actually used for permission. We keep using the word access, and what we really mean permission, right?
Hmm.
So these NFTs, basically, just by you owning them, might give you permission to certain courses. I know of online course that allow you to pay for the course in NFTs, right? And basically they're not saying that that NFT is worth anything in terms of you paying financial value in terms of you paying for the course, but by you owning the NFT itself, it unlocks the course so that you can go through that training process. So those are things that people are already applying applying those use cases for certain projects.
And it's a great fringe benefit because if it's not something that's stated and people have to burn the NFT to be able to access it, that means that everybody else's NFT immediately goes up in value because you're taking it off the market.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. So what like Giancarlo, what are you working on now? I know you're an NFT guy.
Right now I've been working on a. Right now, actually, today I started working on a new NFT gallery for a cultural. Well, it's a cultural center out here in Miami called Little Bohemia. And right now I'm building up their art gallery for their venue on Spatial.
Oh, nice, man. So, yeah, spatial is that can be an AR or VR or
Well, it's gonna be a web-based metaverse experience, and I'm thinking it probably should be ready, completely polished and everything sometime next week. I'm probably gonna be done with it this weekend, but it's just after that, it's just these metaverse things. You gotta just put every little touch, walk around, take a look at it, and really feel out the space, and then move, arrange, and rearrange everything, and until everything feels natural. So you could do a
cool?
walkthrough and it feels good.
Do you have anything to share?
Right now, in terms of that, let me see.
Let me see if I can send you the host link for this page.
Sure. Yeah.
Let me go ahead and stop sharing right now, actually.
Yeah. Let me flip it.
I just sent you the host for
Okay.
Moonbase.
Cool. Do that. All right. Okay, so I'll close it here. Okay.
You bet.
All right. I'm gonna.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me do that. And I'm gonna share what I'm currently doing right now.
Yeah, I just fell off the mall.
That's fine.
Oh, dude.
There's only ever two people ever fell off the moon, and both of them are you. So
Yeah.
that's cool. So let me put the tag online for the YouTuber. So I like a lot of people like fast forward through these live streams, so I like to put these tag so people can stop when they see the fast forward. This is Spatial. Let me play that
Yeah.
for a few seconds. But yeah, go ahead. Okay.
So yeah, this is a new space that I started working on today. Basically, I'm going to be converting um, a lot of this artwork. I'm going to show you here. So from Marcus Blake, and I'm going to be putting this information into the actual gallery.
So is this like a pre-built thing, or did you build this from
No, this
scratch?
one, yeah, this one's pre-built. So this is a pre-built model.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, so I'm gonna be working on this one this weekend. I have another one that I've already completed with some other stuff from my previous endeavors.
So awesome. So is that artwork? Is that connected to MetaMask, or is it the pictures, or the link to OpenSea, or how does this work?
Well, he does. Well, the person I'm working with, Marcus Blake, he does have NFTs. This one is an actual NFT that he does have in the collection right now. It's an OpenSea one. Let me see if I can just send that to you right now.
So you know, what'd be interesting is one of the trends is AI for NFTs, right, or the procedurally generated AI, NFTs.
Oh yeah,
Be interesting if, like, based upon you're just talking about doing something in the metaverse to have some consequences. It'd be interesting to have NFTs minted in real time while you're in the in Spatial or in the metaverse,
one of
based
those,
upon
right? Yeah,
based upon what you did here.
that would be very interesting.
Kind of like when you do, I took a screenshot of Hassan. You know how you go to Disney World, right? You get a screenshot of you on the roller coasters, your hands up.
Yeah.
Make that big gallery at the end, right? People like go to the museum gift store, let them buy the NFTs of them
Yeah.
smiling.
So yeah, see, so that one is this one here. Um, and yeah, they're all going to be linked up. And we're going to actually do that, and we're talking about having the rest of his art minted as NFTs. Which is the next thing for that particular collection. He's got a lot of interesting art that we're going to be working on.
Yeah, what was cool actually was I went to Consensus early this year, and they had a robot that was actually drawing a bunch of NFTs. Uh,
This one's
and
my actual collection.
oh yeah,
This
so
is my. This is all the NFTs I've collected and stuff on Wax and other projects that I've kind of hopped up into a gallery.
nice. So you got your own gallery. You know, I didn't even think
Yeah,
of
this is
that.
my own gallery.
So you got your own gallery. You could. Wow. Maybe that's something I myself might look into. I've never been a big NFT guy from an image perspective. Uh, I shouldn't say it from an image perspective, but buying it for appreciation. When I buy an NFT is because I want to keep it, not resell it because I like the
Right.
artwork. So I think from the standpoint of opening your own gallery and putting into it those things you like, arts you like, I think that's something that really piques my interest. I might
I
look
really,
into
I really enjoy the things that I'm exhibiting here. I enjoy the collections that I have here. They're all low mints or just things that I found interesting. Some
it.
of them
Yeah.
are just one out of ones. Just late night. Sometimes I would just be looking through Atomic Hub and just on a hunch, I'm like, well, let me see this collection. Oh wow, it's a number one for sale. Boom, gone.
Yeah, yeah.
For
I mean,
example, one of my proudest ones that I have right now is this mint number one for shitcoin 2021. I'm sorry, 2022 was the shitcoin NFT for a pack. Basically these things they sold out because like it was Ken Bozak was his
Mhm.
collections, and they were in the middle of the conference, and I knew that they were going to come out with this thing, and I wanted to get it, and I had a hard time trying to get that first mint. So I got like mint number 10, and I was like, whatever. And then I woke up at 3 in the morning that day, and I was like, you know what? I don't know why, but let me see if I can. And lo and behold, there was a mint number 1 there, and
Wow. Nice.
yoink.
Nice.
But those are like the fun things that happen when you're involved in these kind of communities. When you actually care about the projects that you're involved in, or you care about the people who do the minting, and
Mhm.
you're a collector, then when you get those kind of victories, they're just they're priceless. They're great memories, and I can always remember like, wow, man, that really meant a lot to me. Like waking up at 3 and just going for that hunch. It worked
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. And I think too sometimes there's a story behind some of these NFTs, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's a
so
like. Look at this one. This one's a mint number 1, launched on a particular date. It was only available for a few days. Nobody bought it, right? But when I saw the collection, I was like, this is like really really nice. And for some reason, nobody appreciated it at the moment. So, and it's funny because like these things, like you said, the story and all the other things behind it, sometimes they don't get a story until they end up in a place like an exhibit or a gallery or something.
yeah,
Like nobody
yeah,
really gets to see them. So that was the other reason I also wanted to put them out there, because I'm like, they're cool enough for me to own. They'd be cool enough for me to exhibit too.
yeah. I agree. I agree. I agree. So yeah, actually, the Cordana Solution, which is a nonprofit that came out of Cordana, South Florida Meetup, a bunch of volunteers. With his nonprofit, he's going to come up with NFTs and something they're working on. But it's funny because each of the volunteer in this nonprofit wants to come up with their own team of an NFT, but at the same time maintain a common thread through all these NFTs, right?
Hmm.
And that's something we've been thinking of, and I can tell you, we brought several artists together just to be able to come up with that common thread, and we're still working on it. You know,
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's powerful. Having the ability to be able to communicate across large distances and through electricity it's incredible. It allows there's so much creativity, and I feel like that a lot of this industry is like right now it's baby steps. It's not even where it needs to be. Like we haven't even seen what it can do at all.
No, no, no,
It's like
no.
a it's like Atari for real.
Yeah, but I think one when we're talking about virtual reality, I think that's something that's going to be huge once tied into the metaverse. Where imagine that, and I think they already have some simulation of this, but you can simulate any environment and have people enter that environment, and it's just as real as them being in the actual physical environment, even though that geographical location might be miles away, right?
Yeah,
Imagine uh, the the cost cutting associated with that. If you don't have to fly people all the way out to the other side of the earth, just to be experience somewhere like Antarctica or to experience the Sahara Desert, right? You can
exactly.
just give them a VR headset and place them right there, and they can have that same experience as if they were in that spot. And all of that is taking place without you know having to move uh, a whole lot of resources. So those are things I think the metaverse and NFTs gonna make real in an unreal way.
It's interesting you say that because I'm actually me and my partner we do the markets together, and right now we're actually developing a metaverse component to these actual physical real life vendor markets that we work with. Um, so as I was showing you the other location, um, that's for this place called Little Bohemia, and they're a creative art space. They're near where Churchill's Pub is in Miami, and the idea that I had creating the metaverse space for them to have all their art and everything is directly tied to the idea that we want to actually develop a physical and virtual, kind of like a two-way communication. So when we have these physical events, we want to have these concurrent metaverse events, and
Mm.
we also want to have them where they communicate with each other. So maybe we're going to have a dumb terminal or something out there just so they can get a video relay, and then we'll have people here in the metaverse able to actually interact with people on the other side and vice versa.
So like
Also,
have an iPad in front of artwork so that webcam is turned on.
something like that, yeah. And
Oh,
also, so because a lot of people are like, "Oh, I wish I could have gone to the event." Well, you can go to the event. We're gonna have the live stream, and we're gonna have the vendors and the things that they sell and all their merchandise also available for purchase in the metaverse location while you're there, just as if you would be at the actual event, which just kind of all the ambiance, which is beneficial to everybody because the vendors too, they've been interested in a lot of the crypto happenings that are happening. They want to know how to get involved in that, and we just been trying to facilitate that for them because they want to be able to they want to be able to live the ethos that a lot of this community does, which is that they have this fierce, independent way to be, and they want to be able to take care of their own money. So they are right in line with everything that we're espousing in the crypto community in general.
so what'd be interesting is if you put like NFC tags in different parts of your gallery in the physical space, so that people can interact in the physical space and do something in the VR space. The other thing is if you have Magic Leap headsets or the Apple Glass or even phones, right? Kind of like skin the physical space based upon what's happening in the metaverse as well. So, for example, um, my room right here, right?
Hmm.
If like someone does something in the metaverse, have the physical space match the color of the metaverse, right? So right now it's all yellow or orange, right?
Uh-huh.
Change it if so. So it kind of sounds like Bitcoin, right? But then if Cardano speaker or something goes on,
Like color
change
can
your
change.
physical
And
space
change.
to be light blue. So now it's the Cardano NFTs, right? So just have the physical space change also, because most people are already aware of like how the VR can change, right? They don't realize that the physical space can also change with the new AR glasses. So, and I think that's the surprising thing. Every time something's surprising, that's magical, right?
Mm.
If something's already common, people don't take it as seriously. So, plus it's
Yeah.
hard to surprise people if they've already seen it before.
The other thing that I think is really interesting for these kind of projects, right now I've been trying to find some kind of medium that allows for low bandwidth and high communication. So like something that'll give you a feel for metaverse like, um, but the bandwidth requirements are extremely low. And I just say that because like, I work with a lot of these platforms and they all have their merits, but they all have issues. So I'm trying to find something that is deliverable and you can run on something that's even low end, and that I think it's a challenge. I
It's a good
found,
point. Yeah,
yeah,
nowhere platform doesn't run on mobile, but the XR Miami one I think does. But yeah,
like I said, they all have their
yeah,
merits,
yeah.
but they all have issues, pretty big ones.
Yeah, you're right. If you can get people to download an app ahead of time, that's ideal. But I guess no one really does
No,
that.
and yeah, and also the turnaround, the amount of time it takes for people to learn how to use a medium and all that stuff is just like takes away from your event. It's like when you go to an event in real life, it's nobody teaches you how to go through a door. Like nobody teaches you how to sit down. There is no educational course for any kind of interface or social interactions. Like you're supposed to be able to just hit the ground running. So there has to be the medium, whatever medium it's going to be, that's the hot button, the hot ticket for AR, VR, or Meta. It has to be something that's so intuitive, it's easy. You sit down and you're already browsing. It's not even, you don't have to learn anything, and that
Yeah,
I think it's difficult.
but you know how there's used to be museum tour guides.
Yeah,
Maybe we just have a museum tour guide in the metaverse, right? So people can just hop on, whenever they want, and for a scheduled tour, and the tour guide will teach them all the functions of the space.
that's funny because
Kind of like what we did today, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, exactly. I always have the same question with metaverse stuff that I have with the blockchain stuff, which is like, when people talk to me about, oh, I did that in the metaverse, I always ask them, what did you do in the metaverse that you could not have done without using the metaverse to do it?
Yeah, that and you're right. You're right. And I think a lot of times that I have people ask, people come to me with projects, say, "Hey, I think my project is great for a blockchain," and I'm saying to them, "So, what can you do with blockchain with your project that you can do with a traditional database, right?"
Exactly.
And they can't tell the difference. And I'm saying that you really don't need that, right?
Yeah, you don't need the
Um,
functionality.
and I think I spoke to I spoke I had a good debate with somebody who say, "Oh, metaverse is basically the same virtual world that existed before blockchain, and there's no difference. And you had World of Warcraft before, and so I said no, there's a significant difference, right? Because now you got blockchain where if you have a piece of land or a piece of the metaverse on the blockchain, you know. Uh, because it's decentralized, assuming our blockchain is globally decentralized, right? You can't wake up one morning and your entire artifact, your entire world, your entire virtual land disappears because the database it was stored on, was a centralized piece of junk. And somebody just decided, hey, we ran out of money, or we tired of doing this, and everything you've been gaming with for the last uh, year or so
It's gone.
evaporates, right? So
Yeah.
what the blockchain brings is staying power that is not susceptible to one person or a small group of actor deciding that they no longer want to deal with it. You know, so it adds some level of permanence and continuity to these virtual worlds.
That's the thing. I feel like there's even some projects that claim to have the ability to do that. Like for example, I'm thinking crypto voxels because they're space their land is so damn expensive. It's like it's one ETH, so you're spending a grand to have some kind of deed to some kind of land somewhere, um, but you don't know if it's actually going to be. It's supposedly like the contract is held in a blockchain, right? But then, like, doesn't somebody have to provide you the software to access the medium itself? Like, somebody has to have to uphold that, so you're still
Yeah.
dependent on that party. You're really paying $1,000 just to use a piece of space somewhere. It's not even on your, in your particular server. um, Other use cases I've seen, like the Uplift dot world on
Mhm.
Minecraft. They also have space and lands 50 by 50 parcels that they sell for these Minecraft like spaces, which is interesting. But like you said, it begs the question, like if anything ever happens, like I guess the utilities that I have an NFT that states that I should have access to that land, even if I don't particularly own the code that allows me to access the land. So, I mean, I think that the longevity of these things really is right now up to the publishers how long they can keep these worlds going. On the other hand, some of these companies they do very well maintaining the longevity of their own virtual worlds. I can cite right now as an example, Second Life, which just celebrated its 19th anniversary,
Yeah.
as being a 24-hour, self-sustaining virtual world. They have a virtual economy, virtual currency. They don't do crypto, um, and apparently within their own ecosystem they generate 3D assets that they do sell for in-game currency, which can later be converted to fiat. Some people convert it to fiat or crypto or whatnot, but um, see, and that right there is another example, because those people aren't even doing crypto and they technically aren't doing NFTs, but what they're doing, they're using the same medium that these people are doing right now with metaverses, and they found a way to monetize it. So I think there's a lot of different strategies that people still haven't explored when it comes to what they can do with games and gaming assets and ownership, because a lot of things that I've seen in Second Life. Like I've seen like a lot of these things for the metaverse stuff. I've seen it years ago, like more than a decade ago. And at this point, I'm just like, I kind of see them spinning their wheels. Like they really haven't done anything new. The only thing that they've really innovated in the terms of the NFT is that now you can just kind of take your ownership with you. You should feasibly be able to put it in a wallet. But if anything ever happens to the wallet, then what? You lose the access to your asset as well, right? So it's
Keep your seed phrase somewhere safe.
pretty much.
I don't know how many levels you have to back it up, but it goes to that old adage: who watches the watchman, right?
Yeah. But then like then we just go back to the ultimate problem, which is just like if we're just if we're just numerating digital assets and digital implies digits, numbers, means you can endlessly generate anything digital, which means that really what's the value of any of these things in the first place?
Yeah, I think I ran into the same problem. I'm going to keep the project nameless, but there was a project that came out and they were selling a plot of land in the Cardano space, and
Hmm.
it was really attractive. I saw the artwork. It's a metaverse project, and I was tempted to buy, one of the last blood. And then I realized they were creating an entire universe, right, where you buy a plot on a planet within that universe, right?
Wow.
So I'm saying, okay, if you're going to have about 50, 60, 70, or even 100 or 1,000 planets, then what's the purpose of my little piece of land? How somebody's going to even find it, you know?
That
Um,
and that's the thing, right? And how's somebody gonna find it? What's the value of it? I have to say, in now that I've been dealing just with the NFT world more often, and I've just found that the value for NFTs really is utility. I'm a utility
yeah,
person when it comes to
uh,
NFTs, meaning
thank you.
if
I agree with you 100%.
yeah, and it could be, maybe not might not even be the utilities people think. Like, yeah, if it's a utility thing, great. And if it's something that you can stake, great. If it's not anything that you can actually do something with, I really don't see the point in doing it. Now, as a collector, I can say that, with reservation, because like I said, I have a whole NFT gallery, and technically, those are a collection of art. But those mean something to me. I'm not expecting utility out of them, but if I'm going to spend something, then yeah, I like utility. I like things that have utility. For example, in wax, just to give an example, there's something called taco. Now,
Yeah.
taco, they're a subsect of the wax ecosystem where they're tokenized. They're a token based off of wax. But what
Okay.
do? They set up a system where they have an app. Inside the app, they have utilities that you can use. But to access the utility, you need to buy the NFT to unlock the utility within it. So everything's already there, but you can't access anything unless you have certain things to stick in there. Once you stick that in there, though, once you have the NFT, it unlocks the function, and I could use if I could buy the NFT directly from them for their retail value,
Hmm.
or I can go in the aftermarket and buy it, and sometimes you get some great deals. But the thing is, that's a worthwhile thing to buy because now it's a function. It's like, yeah, I would buy that.
Now, let me give you a business idea.
Yeah.
I'm not a big art guy per se.
Hmm.
I love NFT for the utilities. But here's a business idea you could think of, right? Let's say you have a plot of land, you have a virtual plot of land, right?
Okay.
And the sole purpose of your plot of land is nothing more than a movie studio set, right? And you
Okay.
got all these NFTs, and a gaming company comes to you and say, "Hey, uh, we want, we want our game warfare to be in an urban setting, right? And you got a plot of land, right? And it's
Hmm.
up to you not to design that set, right?
Yeah.
So now you can take that piece of land that was just sitting there for people, just to come see and say, hey, I actually have a virtual movie set that if you want it to be a fantasy land, it can be a fantasy land. If you want it to be uh, uh, basically, let's say a Jurassic World, it can be a Jurassic World and have all the pieces to go along with it, right? So all of a sudden, you become a fully virtual movie set for whether it's gaming or it's just like you have your own gallery for people to see, So there is a lot of business opportunity associated with use case, but it has to be tied to something that actually create uh,
Value.
value, right? You can you
Yeah.
can you can just have it for the sake of having it and hope it will appreciate because you pay a higher price for it.
No, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of the value people get from like the ETH NFTs, like in general, is just because they feel like they got value because they burned the value when they got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, I burned this amount of ETH to get this. That means that that's how much it was worth. I'm like, no, that just means you burned your ETH.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because some of the things I see people paying for personally, I won't buy it. Right? Of
Uh,
course, artwork is to a degree subjective, but let's take common case the guy who bought the first tweet.
that's historical.
Historical.
Yeah.
So was the price he paid, and so was the depreciation of that asset.
Hey, you're talking about, a culture that buys where they had that one artwork with the banana on the wall and then the guy
Yeah.
ate the banana. Like
Yeah,
in a society like that, like buying a tweet is actually very logical.
yeah. But those things have to be expected. But regardless, though, I think there's still a lot of opportunities to have different business use cases that would generate revenue because there's actual use or there's actual utility to specific business model.
I
And
like I
I
like
think
the
those are
business model. I
yeah.
like the business model, for example, like when I keep thinking and people I've heard and I feel like that's probably the right thing is just the idea you buy like paying for what you do for like basically if you watch like a piece of a movie, maybe you should only just pay for that little piece, like it should be fractional because
Fractional.
yeah, fractional. If I'm gonna pay for a fight and I only get 20 minutes of the fight because I don't know XYZ, maybe that's all I should pay for. Yeah, literally.
Then people are gonna start nickel and dime in the movie studio.
They're already nickel and dime movie studio. These companies are nickel and diming us now. The Netflix now that they don't allow for the sharing of streaming. There's a variety of things that they've always understood, but
Mhm.
now they've changed their mind about how that comes across. So, now they think that's going to actually increase their revenue, and they don't know that their business model is already on the way out.
Yeah. A lot of these guys are. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
actually,
guys,
Mhm.
yeah.
yeah, I'm about to take my exit here. I got to prepare for a meeting. I have in a little bit about what, probably about 4 or 5 hours.
All right,
So,
man. Yeah. Good luck with your meeting, and thanks so much, Hassan.
no,
Great
it's a
chatting with you.
pleasure. It's a pleasure, man.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
All right,
I'm
bye.
let me,
Yeah. Yeah, I just to give you a little background on this area because I haven't even explained it. This is
you,
actually a
do you see the
gallery.
private? Yeah. Do you see the private chat on the right? Let's make sure you can see.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
should
have
say.
those.
Oh, you don't? No, on the Streamyard.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Yeah.
I don't have
Oh, you don't.
land for
Oh, okay.
those.
That's
No, I
cool.
don't.
Okay.
I don't. But I just wanted to just explain this real quick.
Yeah,
This is
yeah. If you can,
actually
maybe you can show how you actually put like an NFT from wax, how you the
how I
process
set
for
those up
putting it.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
can
kind
show
of
you that
interesting.
process. Before I do that, like I just want to say that this is actually a gallery friend of mine who runs
What's the
a
name of the gallery?
Vibratorium. It's called
Laboratorium.
the Vibratorium. This person's actually they're launching their own metaverse soon. I've seen that their projects is basically like
But you see the comments. You can type it in there and then put it on the screen.
oh here.
So, yeah, you see the comments and then click there and then type it in. So notice, and then we can show it on screen.
Okay, let me see. Yeah. I'll send you the link here so you guys can.
Yeah, you just post it as a comment or the private chat's fine too. But either way,
Oh, and comments. Okay, I got you. Like
yeah.
there. Okay. Uh, yeah, it doesn't let me post up in there.
Why don't you put it? Why don't you put it in private chat, then I'll
Yeah,
put it
I
in.
put it there. Yeah. So yeah, this is the Vibratorium Gallery. This is all this person's original artwork.
Yeah, I think Bitly or something. That's a long. Or actually, maybe if you just do Vibratorium Gallery, maybe it'll show up. I don't know. Well, at
Yeah,
least the spellings there. Yeah.
yeah, you can see it. See, these are people. This is somebody I met also just at these venues. That's why I really, really support places like Little Bohemia or Esquina de Abuela. Um, because right now I feel like there's a lot of creative spaces that are kind of in danger. They're not, being supported, or they're also disappearing. So a lot of places where creative types meet up in a variety of mediums. I feel like those places need all the support they can get. So I mean, I have some kind of technical know-how. So right now I'm helping them build a virtual place for them so they can actually show off all the things that they do there. So yeah, that's my friend's gallery. And I really really enjoy their artwork. It's really really interesting.
And then is Spatial built in Unity, or how is this built? Or
I think it is. I believe it is built in Unity. I do know that the good thing about Spatial is that if you know how to use Blender, you can actually make a completely custom environment and upload it into this medium. So you can making custom environments if you know how to do 3D modeling is a cinch, and then you just build yourself a completely custom environment. And like what you were saying, I think would be super interesting to do a like photogrammetry or a 3D capture of a space that you want to replicate, and then you just go ahead and put it into Blender. You optimize the geometry, and then polish it, and then you can upload it into here and actually have people here, at the virtual space at the same time that you're doing the event. And this also has a capability to be able to do webcasting at the same time, so you can also screen share.
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I think the photogrammetry might be good with Unreal.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think anything where you can transform information and process it in Blender, like the minute that you can do that, I mean, you already have a tremendous amount of control. Somebody left this there. You already have a tremendous amount of control once you can do that, because it means you can control the environment. And like that's actually something that I want to figure out by the end of this year already, how to make the completely custom environments, because that translates to stuff like Mozilla hubs. It translates to places like Nowhere and Here and like, pretty much everywhere. So if you can do one, you can do them all.
Cool. And yeah, can you get closer to the one of the
Yeah,
pictures?
sure. And you can
That's
also
awesome,
click.
man.
You can also click them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. This one, I believe that some of them have information. Let me see. That's one gallery, and then they have this one too, which is the one that has the OpenSea ones from them.
So is it a web link to OpenSea, or is it an API to OpenSea, or?
Yeah, this one when you click on it, it'll give you information, and then it'll allow you to click into OpenSea and make the purchase like directly as well. Like this one's fully integrated. Like the other ones, you kind of hack them together to make it do the function, but this one's already like native. It's built for it.
Dude, that's amazing. Oh. So it's not just an iframe or something.
No. So this one, let me see.
Oh, I think I saw this. Did you show this at the Near Hacker House?
I My friend probably showed this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's probably the one that did that.
Oh, I can hear music.
Yeah. For some reason, the data's not coming up on it. Bummer.
So, like the statues, right? Like the statue looked like Cleopatra or something.
Yeah,
Are those clickable or are those NFTs?
those
Is
are
that
those are
artwork?
yeah, those are 3D. Yeah, those are 3D objects. They're not technically NFTs. No, they're not NFT. These aren't NFTs. These are just objects. These are supposed to be NFTs. They're supposed to have information that comes out, but I don't know why it's not doing it.
You have to connect MetaMask.
Yeah, this one you can connect MetaMask. So they usually like it has like a info block, like it's got a chunk of information that comes out from the side here and tells you go to the OpenSea link, and it also gives you kind of like a small amount of information about the artwork. I think maybe another one out here might have that. See if any of these have it.
So who's that character you just passed by?
I'm not really sure. This person, they're very heavily influenced by anime
Oh,
and
so
Egypt.
that's not a real person. It's just a
No, it's
statue.
just yeah, it's
Okay.
just a statue. It's
I
like
thought it was like someone else in your space roaming
no, no,
around.
no, no. That's like Avatar. No, it's not an Avatar. Yeah, they have a lot of anime and Egyptian influences in their artwork. Um,
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it looks like a real vibration, like a vibratorium.
yeah, it looks it's like a sound wave or something like that.
Cool. And then, so this NFT gallery, when someone made it into NFT, is that their own artwork? Or did they partner with someone to?
This is that person's artwork.
That's great.
This is all their original artwork.
And where's the artist bio of
For
is that
them,
his name that you're trying to just?
I can provide that information for you right now.
Yeah, we might as well give the artist credit, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Or if you can put the name of the artist in the private chat, I'll put it on screen.
Yeah, I'll give you the link for them and their IG. Yeah.
Cool.
And their yeah, the project that I've basically seen kind of the beta, the demos of what they're doing, and it's just something to do with dragons, collecting eggs, and like reaching lower and lower depths of some kind of a pyramid with energy coming out of it. Thought it was really cool. I hadn't seen anything like that before.
Yeah, I can definitely see the anime aspect. He got dragons in his name.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's interesting, you know, like this space is so open for people who are just creative, who you know they have a place to express themselves. As like literally in these places, the limits are your imagination and your skills, and if you don't have those, you can certainly still find ways to express yourself out here, which is really cool. I really
Awesome.
enjoy it.
So can you do like one, like maybe like take one blank spot
Yeah,
and
sure.
put an NFT on? Let's just see.
Yeah, I can show you what that process looks like. Let me go to my area and I'll show you what it looks like. since I'm gonna be working on this one anyway. All right, so for this one, click it. You have to prepare these. I think I'm gonna put some. This one's pretty cool. Like what I'm like right now, I've just been putting these images here, but really what I have to do is I have to actually, once I'm done with that, I have to click on this thing, click on info, and flesh it out. Now, once you flesh it out, you have the option of keeping a side tag that's here and relate it to the artwork, or you can make it like invisible. So you could, it doesn't necessarily have to show it to you. You could just click it, and then the information would be available. For example, if I did that, I could just do
So,
something like
this
that.
is the OpenSea integration.
No, this is just the just it's just information. If
Okay.
I had to do the OpenSea integration, I would actually have to link up the MetaMask with the account to
Okay.
do that. I don't have the MetaMask for these particular images, and that's actually the next thing I'm going to be doing with this person. I'm building the gallery for them right now, and then we're going to get together and they're going to access the account. I'm going to give them access to the actual room, and then we're going to use the MetaMask so that they can go ahead and activate some of the frames and put the OpenSea links directly from the NFTs. The other ones we're going to just set them up so that they can be clickable, and it'll send you to the actual artwork itself. So they're gonna basically act like the MetaMask link. This MetaMask link is just so easy though, because that one's like directly tied to that particular image. These I have to manually set up so it can do that function.
Nice.
See, like once you put the meta information, I can put a website here. I can set that up, but like you said, maybe even a Bitly or anything like that.
Yeah, because I think a lot of these times it's hard to type in the metaverse, right? You want to keep it everyone native, or
Yeah,
especially
you
when
want
the people want to buy stuff.
exactly. And I just try to just keep it simple. Like a lot of the stuff like I'll do with QR codes, because a lot of times people will um they'll be looking at somebody else going through these galleries, and then they want to buy the NFT, and what they'll do is all they have to do is just scan that thing with their phone, and they can get that, like right under their friend's nose while they're looking at the NFT at the top.
That's a good point because if someone is like right now, you and I are on our laptops, right?
Yeah,
So someone is on the virtual world on the laptop. We literally could take our phone out and scan a QR code that you also have on the wall.
absolutely.
Just get
Yeah.
closer to the wall.
That's why my particular gallery, I built it with that in mind. All the QR codes and everything, like that one's already set up completely. Um those QR codes work. Every single one of them is linked up to the corresponding image.
Yeah, in
So
other metaverses, I noticed the avatar, your profile, you can set up a little bio, like your own little links.
so I do
Not
that's
nowhere, but yeah.
Yeah, nowhere. Yeah, my nowhere page, I have it completely linked up like that too. I
Oh,
have
you do? Okay.
actually, I have venues. I have the links to all the venues I'm supporting, and ways to support them and everything. Because there's a lot of information you can put in those things.
This is
But
awesome.
yeah,
So this is cool. So basically, this is on Atomic Hub.
yeah, this is on Atomic Hub. This is a mint number 2 out of 25. This is one of the ones I really, really, really like showing off, because this is a wooden cyclops, which is a person who did the work for Dead Mouse. They did the Dead Mouse NFTs, and this is actually something they did before they blew up. So, it was this one was one of the hardest ones that for me to get. I remember it was at a time that I was just getting into this, and um, I really, really, really wanted this really badly, and it took me a lot for me to get that number two. Man, I had to do so many things that day, and it just everything seemed like it wasn't gonna happen, and it did. So, yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite NFTs.
That's awesome. And then with Atomic Hub, right? What functionality does it have beyond the displaying?
Well, I mean, this one. Okay, so this one I built. Let me show you this thing. So, I built this manually. I, just like I showed you that I put the picture. I
Oh,
manually
cool. The
put
QR code. Yeah.
yeah, I manually put the picture. I manually generated the QR code from the Atomic Hub link, so it works. And then I, manually did all the metadata, and I manually put the link in there, so it actually goes um, to the actual NFT on the blockchain. So that's the actual information on it, ID number, all the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. It's just Tom. Well, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
I guess since Atomic Hub is another website, you can just open it up as
Yeah.
another pop-up window.
Yes. That's why I really enjoy Wax as compared to a lot of other blockchains that I work with, just because it's so easy to use. It's such a easy, seamless experience, and I just, I wish they were a lot more supportive of their own community. And I wish a lot of other blockchains had the usability that Wax has. Um, that's the reason I use it. If anything else, I really wouldn't give it that much support, because they're I don't know, they're kind of cold to us. So I sometimes am a little bit weary of it, but the thing is, it works, so I can't knock it.
Yeah. Yeah. We should start doing more with them. Yeah. We were Zenblocks EOS Miami. We were the original Office of Inspector General for Wax when they moved from Ethereum to EOS.
All right,
So
cool.
yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, we were we still are a guild, but we were one of the active guilds at the beginning. But yeah, I mean, everyone goes through Wax phases, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like the usability. I like all the projects that are on there, and
Yeah,
like,
as far
and
as yeah, the supporting thing is definitely something. You're not the first person to say that, but I guess we're a
yeah,
live stream, so we'll talk about it offline.
of course. But that's like, that's something that I like. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, I'm gonna say it just because I've been, supporting them for a long time, and anybody who really wants to like know about NFTs, like yeah, you can show them all those other things, Solana. You show them Tezos. You can show them all those ecosystems, and they're super fun, and they have great communities. And I can't say anything bad against them. I could just say that for me, the easiest thing for me to show off like what an NFT is and how it works is Wax. I could show you how it works within less than 5 minutes, and you'll be like, "Wow, that's really easy." And I'm like, "I know."
So what are you showing right now? This is a
So
pretty
this
cool
is
building. Yeah.
so this is some properties that I actually have in Second Life. I after the whole metaverse thing started like really picking up steam, like within the last 2 years, like I was like, you know what? I had an inactive Second Life account, and I thought to myself, I wonder if I could do any of the metaverse stuff over there. And when I went there, I realized nobody was doing any of the stuff I'd seen in any of the other metaverses in there. They were like very legacy. So I started building up kind of an area. I got a prefab building. I started putting NFTs in the building. I started learning how to make my own buildings, how to like make geometry in there, how to do textures. And I started just learning everything from the ground up, and got lucky, and had a really cool neighbor who runs a Korean pop club next door to me. They've had I think BTS impersonators or the BTS fan club come through like a couple times during the year. And they're cool
Is
people.
this in Miami?
No, this is in the metaverse.
Oh wow. Oh, your neighbors in the metaverse. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's how those things are when you're actually in a metaverse. When it's a real metaverse, you end up having things like neighbors. You'll end up having things like bad neighbors. I had a neighbor who was next door on my. So I had my good neighbor was on my left, and they were cool and supportive. And then I had this neighbor on my right who had these wonderful opinions about NFTs, which I can't repeat because they're just so awful. Um, but just to say to the point that I ended up getting harassed, they were putting 3D avatars on the corners, on the edges of this area. Like they would have 3D avatars all around these edges with signs like protesting me being there. And
What do they have against you, or what do they?
they said NFTs were no effing talent.
Oh, is this a Second Life?
This was in Second Life. Yes, they
Oh,
were
so it's
just
not
yeah.
not a native platform.
No. So they didn't like the fact that I was showing up with all this crypto stuff. That I had a crypto ticker. Like I would just be running all the numbers of all the prices going on. Like as I installed that later on, like right around here. Then I put it huge like around here. Then I started putting more ads and more QR codes, and they were just flipping out. Eventually, they gave up because I kept building. I kept buying more property in the area. I kept expanding. I built another building like 2 blocks away, and I think they pretty much were like, "Well, we're not going to scare you off," and no, they weren't. So they moved, and then I bought their property too. So it wasn't, it was pretty fun. But just like our previous conversation, it's not like I have the property. Oh, like I'm literally paying to have certain areas accessible. And this actual space only lives on their particular server somewhere in San Francisco. Now, I've found it useful for me because when I was starting to do this and just having this thing work, I was just having Helium pay this for me because I got me a Helium box. So all the profits from Helium were literally just paying for my metaverse at the time. But since then, Helium has taken a nasty hit. So now I'm just like having to reconsider all these metaverse adventures and seeing which ones are actually worth keeping around. So this is
You know,
one that I just always wanted to do. It happened, and now I really don't know what to do with it.
yeah, let's maybe we can take a second to talk about the economics of the metaverse because one of the big things that's going on right now in like blockchain gaming or play to earn or play to win, they guess some people are saying it
Hmm.
is like there people are like analyzing from the economic metric models of what's the actual long term viability of a metaverse economy or a gaming economy, right? And one of the hitches about like, in fact, William Quigley said this, the founder of Wax, is like the problem of play to earn is it's inherently inflationary. So, which means like basically it's inflationary because of the blockchain infrastructure, like pseudo gas fees and things like that. So the more you play, literally, you have to pay to play, which I mean, you have to pay the miners or the block producers or the guilds to basically keep the infrastructure up and running. Someone has to pay that. Or if you're a foundation, right? You're paying for the gas, or you're the game owner with your own tokens. You're paying for the gas or the infrastructure. Like Decentraland is a prime example, right? Someone is paying for all those like charges for the cloud hosting, right? It's
Yeah,
not you.
exactly.
Someone's paying for it, but overall, in the overall economy, regardless who's paying for it, someone's paying for it, right? So in effect, it's inflationary because there's those resources have to be used. So the only way to get new money in is to keep adding players, right? At
Yep.
some point, the inflation becomes like stagflation, and that's
Yeah.
why the economies collapse upon itself. So the more you play something, the more infrastructure resources you're using. In fact, the more you have to like pay. But and without, unless you have continually like almost like a multi-level marketing, unless you have more and more people coming in, you can't sustain the economy.
And you see, for these companies that do these metaverse things, they can actually do that because all they need to do is just build another server. Like literally, just build another server and then just create new value, and then they can literally just keep building and building their customer base. World of Warcraft had that down to a science when they were in their heyday. Why would they come out with all these expansion packs? It wasn't so much because there was people were running out of space. It's just because you create new rooms, people are like, oh look, I haven't played that, so now I have something else that I'm going to pay for. So you're creating value there, but at the same time, like like I don't feel like anything was added to the experiences themselves. Like just because I can go to a new place doesn't mean I'm doing something new. And that's what a lot of these companies are not. They're not getting that part. They want to keep just building on what's there, and really they should be trying to find new models. Like I haven't seen a new gaming model in a very 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 long time. A very
Yeah,
very long time. Like I haven't seen something innovative where I was like, wow, that's a new gameplay mechanic. Nah, it's been a minute.
yeah. So what is this Uplift World? The Uplift
Uh,
World.
So the Uplift World, I'm actually logging on the right now. I'm gonna show you what it is. So the Uplift World is a world based on Minecraft, and it's interesting because Minecraft just recently came out with their new policy on NFTs, and right now Uplift is doing everything that they can to basically get around those particular conventions, just because some of the legalese doesn't apply to certain things that they've already been doing, so they're doing everything they can to not run afoul of that. One of which is that instead of selling you the NFT to gain access, they're basically selling NFTs to create a DAO to be able to access these. Not you can access the servers, but like building upon the servers, like that's like a different story. So let me show you what that actually looks like.
So is this the NFT worlds type thing?
Yeah, well, the NFT, yeah, it is kind of like something like that. Oh, there we go.
So it's like they're building on top of the Minecraft server,
Yeah,
class
exactly.
server. Okay.
So this is their world. This is Genesis, which is one of the servers in Minecraft, and Genesis has a lot of the wax artists are here. They like I don't know. I guess when this was picking up at the time, might have been like a year or so ago.
It's called Genesis World.
This is Genesis World. Yeah,
Is that one word or two words?
it's one word. It's a Genesis server. I can do something useful for that. Let me let me send you this so you can see what I'm talking about. Uh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, because I'll show you the world maps, and then that way you can see what I'm. So that's that. Okay. Um. So Genesis is a creative land. You can't die in Genesis technically unless you like go all the way to like the last block and fall through the earth. Like, but other than that, it's just creative. Like they have some other servers on Uplift that are survival based, and you can die in those and you lose your items if you do. But in this one, it's just basically building. Now, people have built some really cool stuff here, and this was, I guess, one of the original, like one of the OG play to earns because they would incentivize you to build. Because spending time in the uplift, you would get paid. So they would pay you to be on the server. They'll pay you when people are on your land, and they would also pay you when you ride the rails.
Yeah. So that's the point. Is like, how is that
Uh,
sustainable? Like, where's the
exactly.
actual like?
Oh, that's a problem. You see that right there?
Okay. What's happening?
The amount of players.
Oh, it's just you, right?
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
You see, like that's the thing. That's the thing that I think about a lot of these, and I've seen in a lot of these virtual worlds. It's like that. Like they have, like they have these great spurts. They have all this stuff that's built. Like, all the stuff was hand built. Like a lot of hours were spent working and building these things. But I mean, I don't know what the use of them is if like there's only one person on the server, on any particular night. Um, I feel like the economics of these virtual worlds is really like based on like the people having interest of actually coming back or showing up, or not just oh I did something cool and I've never came back to it. It's just there. All right,
So like
so
what are the actual interactions in this world that you get paid for?
building, walking, um, from what I heard, not flying, but building and walking are the main ones.
So what's the entertainment value of just walking around? It's just to sightsee?
Yeah, I mean, a long time ago when I used to do like Second Life, like like in the mid 2000s, like, and it was, all the companies were coming in there, and there was actually money. Like that's why people tell me all this metaverse stuff. I'm not really that impressed because I've seen when, like, these major companies come and start like really trying to monetize the metaverse. Um, it was cool to walk around those virtual worlds and find stuff because it was like walking down a neighborhood. Like some you wouldn't know what you would find, like, and that to me was like half the fun because I would just be walking around and I'd be like, wow, that's really cool. Like and then you wouldn't even know how you got there or if you ever see that again. And there was something real interesting about that kind of experience. It's something similar here. Like sometimes I do walk around or explore. There's a lot of places that are like I haven't seen. I've never been here, for example. Just like flying around, like you'll see, somebody built this.
It'd be interesting if you could like have an NPC in there to walk your avatar around when you're not there, or at least have those jiggle mouses to your boss thinks you're working from home.
Now this one, now that is actually strictly banned on this particular server.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, they frown upon auto farming because then like you said, it's like what stops them right from doing that?
It's called auto farming.
It's called auto farming. Yeah. Let me see if I show you. That's the character.
Oh, cool. It looks like a mosquito.
Yeah. He's got a cape on, and what do you call it? He this trick where you basically fall, and as you're falling, you shoot a rocket, and the rocket just propels you really fast. It's kind of like the best way to travel around. Yeah, and like I find interesting things out here all the time. Just things people have built. But I feel like a while back, one of my friends, Digital Acid, this guy, he was doing NFT drops in this particular medium. Like he would put QR codes, and people could scan them and then get access to the NFT. Or he would do stuff like what do you call it? He would do stuff like have punch cards, like where you could hit it with a snowball, and then that would allow you to access an NFT that would be linked to your Wax account.
Nice.
They've had scavengers hunts out here. What do you call it with signs? Like they basically make a Bitly out of the Atomic Hub address, and then um, you can go ahead and redeem it, and there's only a certain amount available. I see. That's one of my friend's NFT collection things.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell. Yeah, this guy has a lot of property out here in Genesis, and
So if everyone's using Wax, how come Wax didn't take off compared to some other
now
chains?
that's a good question. There was a time I remember one that it was in December where Wax went all the way to $1, and at the time it had been hovering around 30 cents, and then it spiked up all the way to $1. Quite frankly, I think it's because it's an EOS token. That's why. Um, so it's people are still like wary of it, and I feel like despite everything else that they have, like just because it's so easy to use and everything, I feel like security wise, like it's probably lacking for anything too long term. But in terms of being useful, like utility wise, like it's just it's really cool, and just having the NFT plots allows you to build this kind of stuff out here.
That's awesome. Megatron and Optimus Prime.
Yeah, somebody spent their time doing this, man. Somebody spent their time doing all these artworks, and
Yeah, so someone has to build it using just regular like
blocks.
Minecraft mining type thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah, there's no they can't go to another editor. They can't import it. Like everything has to be built. And they
So
built
how long
some
do you think it took them to make that Optimus Prime?
probably like a month, probably less actually, because these people were super skilled. Maybe like a week or something. I've seen what like a month is like something like this, just something that's really intricate, requires a lot of planning. The way you're gonna do the set. Um, they have some really amazing castles out here. I'm just like really cool, like really interesting architecture. It's just geez, that's somebody's stuff.
So how does someone pre-plan this or plan this out before they start building? Is there some sort of like blueprint type software?
People have told me that they have that there is something that allows them to plan this, like kind of like they sketch it out, and I have heard that they just do it with a lot of grids, like, um, but I haven't seen them do that kind of work. Like I've just heard about what their design process is. Um, in fact, a lot of people out here, what they'll do is they'll actually hire people to build this stuff, which is interesting on its own as an economy thing, you know. Because it's like, okay, so you own a plot of land, but you're not willing to build your own stuff, you know. So you get yourself a work crew to do it for you. So then I mean I don't
Oh,
know
that
how
makes
much.
sense. If you have like a bunch of people all working on the
Yeah,
same blueprint, just like a regular construction crew. That's
exactly.
awesome, like a metaverse construction crew
Absolutely. No, there's that. That's an absolute thing that they do out here. They do have those kind of construction crews that do this stuff,
or a metaverse barn raising.
which was kind of, you know, it's kind of a sad fact for me because I found out about it later, like after I had free, you know, I've been like, man, you know, working all this stuff by myself and learn how to blow up, like learn dynamite and learn all this stuff in the game and learn how to do construction methods and all. And then I find out, oh yeah, you know, a lot of us, you know, we just hire work crews. I was like, wow, no wonder. That's a giant spider.
Oh wow. So what type of interactions are there? Is there any game mechanics?
Yes, actually. Well, I mean, it's, you know, standard Minecraft. One of the things I could
Like for
tell
example, are there reapers and stuff you get to fight, or those spiders, or
in the survival worlds,
okay?
in the survival worlds, yeah, there's all kinds of like monsters that you have to fight, and
And
it's
then
basic.
do you get NFTs or rewards for fighting the monster?
You get experience points. I can actually show you right now something. There's this place called. Oh, that's pretty cool. I've seen. I've never seen this one. This is a cool castle. Well, that's an NFT gallery.
Oh nice. This is Genesis World again,
It's Genesis, yeah.
in the world maps Uplift World.
In the uplift world map, yeah, you'll see it. And you'll probably see the icon of me just flying around there. Um, so for so in Genesis, yeah, it's like they have this set up, but in some of the other worlds, like there's a world called Chicken Caw, and in Chicken Caw they have this thing they have every Sunday called Gratitude, which is where most of the community gets together on Sundays. It's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you just go onto the server, like I'll show you right now. So
Art of farming is banned in Uplift,
yep.
including most use of hoppers, as are bots and scripts. Don't buy shulker boxes from shops; they are broken.
All the in-game stuff. All right, so this is gonna take you to Chicken Caw. Chicken Caw is a survival land, so yeah, you can die here. Um, and here they have Gratitude, and they have it at this place called the Cathedral, which I can show you it. Um, so they have it every Sunday, and I invite anybody who's watching to who has Uplift to come through on a Sunday to check it out because I was an Uplift for a few months and I never went to them, and then one day I was like, you know, I hear so much about it, let me go see what it
What's it
is,
called?
and
Gratitude.
it's called Gratitude. Yeah, it's just like literally, it's just like
But why do they put it inside the Survivor land?
because you have to be grateful to survive. They made it. They make it because you have to work for it. You have to work to get there. So I'm gonna show you. You have to see. I gotta get past zombies. I gotta get past all these people. And this world is different too because I got armor and other stuff. So the gratitude ceremonies on Sundays, they're really cool. People like give thanks to stuff, and what they do is they whatever it is you give thanks to, they will uh, memorialize it as a plaque. So I guess in a way they're making an NFT, right? Because that's like you can't copy that, and you can only make it once. And yeah, if it gets destroyed, it's gone. You know, like whatever original instance of that item was is just one time.
So
Um,
what is the plaque? Can you show a plaque?
I'll show you. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm going to the place now.
Okay.
Um, so the plaque is basically like it's just like things that you're thankful for, and they ask anybody who's there to give a gratitude, and they'll immortalize it in a plaque. So then you can see like so they've been doing this for now for like a few years. So you can see every week, every Sunday's worth of plaques, like, and it's so many of them. Um, which I think is really cool because we're talking about like metaverse history. Like, why would anybody want to keep a tweet or pay X amount of money? I think like in for history's sake, in some cases, in this case, um, it's definitely like a historical item. These things that they're leaving here, and it's funny because whenever the server is gone, like it's gonna be gone with it.
So do people archive like on YouTube, like them playing or the gratitude ceremonies?
Um, I haven't seen any, but what they do have a Discord server through Shipple, Shipple.io, and they they run the Discord server and they have the Discord chat at the same time that they actually have the event happening here, so that way they have in-game communication at the same time. Um, I'm not sure if they're archiving it, but that's a good question. I feel like you're right. They should be doing that because they certainly get enough people to come. Like it's usually anywhere between like 10 to 30 people like every Sunday that are logging on and sharing that experience with us. I'm taking the shortcut. So look, we can start with this. Like this is level 1. This is let's see what year it is. Did they say it? Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. And then they'll have something like this. So those are some of the gratitudes. That's a gratitude from that year, right? But this is like level 2, and every time they run out of space, they literally just build a new floor. So I'm gonna take you to the latest level. That's level 1. And this one, this version of Minecraft, that runs the Uplift, this one's the Java version. It's not Bedrock, so it's like really easy to run on other stuff. This is the latest. I think this is the latest one. Uh-huh. June 19, 2022.
So who decides what gets written there?
Um, they have the organizers. It's like 2 people that run it, and they basically they'll just be like, hey, anybody who's got a gratitude, just let us know right now, and then you'll just see a bunch of people put gratitudes. They'll just say, hey, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. Sometimes they make a joke or whatever, and most of them they get put up there. Like I've never seen one not get put up there, quite frankly.
Hmm.
That's cool. It's just like for me, it's like I've sometimes I look like I've gone through here, and I'm like, wow, like I can't believe that happened so long ago. Like, and it's actually here. Like I can check it. Like it's something weird. It sounds trivial, but like having this kind of thing, like having like a way to preserve memory in a way that's interactive. It's not like going to a website or looking at a picture. It's like a place.
Yeah, it looks
So.
like there's someone in front of you, someone in the gallery, also. And then, are these messages
Oh,
also? Do they exist on the blockchain somewhere?
thanks. No, that's somebody who's trying to kill me.
Is that an
Oh,
NPC?
that's an NPC, dude. That's a
Oh,
monster.
okay.
Thanks for
Okay.
thanks for letting me know. You're like, yeah, there's somebody there. I'm like, oh, beans. All right, let me put on some weapons or something, man. Oh, let me get my trident. Got him.
Yeah, there's a lot of them there.
Oh,
You think this would be a safe space?
yes, I would have thought that, but apparently not. There's a whole bunch of them. It's a trap. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The other thing they do at the gratitude, usually what they do at the end of the ceremony, is they will have a snowball fight. Let me see if they have it here.
So, did you say the messages are on blockchain or not?
These messages, no, these are just here in the game. They're all just here in the game. Um, the only NFT component that I've seen for this is the fact that the NFT allows you to have access to the land so you can build. If you don't have the NFT for the plot of land, you can't build on it. And then once you have the NFT, like on the uplift.world, what they'll do, you can access the website. It'll link to the Wax account, and now they're also linking to Ethereum accounts as well. Um, and because they have the Uplift DAO, so the Uplift DAO is going to be the way that they're going to be moving forward to deal with the issues that they're having with the policy that they have now. But what do you call it? Besides that, they just opened up a new Ethereum-based land recently called Etheria, and Etheria is you can buy the NFTs for those on Ethereum, and they're pretty
Nice.
cool. There's some people that are there. In fact, I've actually seen their. Let me see if I can show you quick. I get killed. Etheria. So Etheria is interesting because this place is actually like this one's a creative map, so you can't get killed. Um, and what I see here a lot is a lot of interesting people buy a lot of ads here, which I would have not thought of at all. Like I just thought it was so interesting. Like CPAs, lawyers.
What's the? Let's see. Let's look at one of these ads. See what the.
Oh, of course, yeah. Those are some NFT projects.
See,
Christie's.
the NFT projects make sense, but like, what's the how does this what is a CPA thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll show you. um, to me, it's like they bought the NFT land and then they just like decided to put a billboard on it. Something like that. I don't know if you've heard of the project of Masters of Bitcoin.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Well, this is their NFT land right here.
Oh wow.
I came in here one day when I was watching them build it.
So that's kind of cool because it's actually an actual structure rather than just a JPEG.
Exactly.
Oh wow, it's actually the real ones.
Yep.
Oh wait,
Uh,
let's take a screenshot of that. Let's see. You can screenshot that in. Nowhere.
see.
Let's see here. 1 second.
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
You could do that. Yeah. Yep. Shout out to Erica, please. Yeah, it was really cool. I just the fact that they all made it in here is just like amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. Got the
So
little.
I think we can wrap up soon.
Okay.
Do you want to just go over your portfolio? I know we haven't really talked about you, even did your intro yet.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's put in your name and your Twitter or wherever people follow you. Maybe
Okay.
your bio.
Sure. I'll show you right now.
You can
Okay.
put in the private chat. I'll put it on screen as well.
Yeah. And I'm gonna show you it here. Want to know more about things I do or any of the projects I'm doing right now? You go to MiamiCryptoWorld.com. Pretty much have everything that I'm doing right now on there.
And then what do you? I know you go by different names online, but what do people call you
Uh,
as your
Call
artist
me
name
John.
or your?
My name's Giancarlo. I'm also go as GC Crypto. Also go as GC Crypto Maniac. Um, and I really enjoy a lot of the things in the metaverse space. I enjoy that actually the most out of everything, and I like all the blockchain integration and into those spaces. And I've been involved in gaming and just like 3D graphics since I was a kid. So like for me, this what's been happening now is just a very natural transition from all that. I just like I'm super interested in all the new things that are going to be coming out with us doing these kind of projects, especially a lot of this real life and virtual stuff together.
It's
So
awesome. And do you want to show maybe some of your work, your 3D modeling or things like that, or your gaming work? I know we have a lot of game developers who are watch these streams.
right now, the only thing I'm really like working on is it's this right now, which is kind of a little pet project. It's let me show you. So I'm into a lot of like retro gaming and stuff like that. So right now, I'm actually building a um, a Doom Doom wad that's gonna have a lot of different NFT functions and it's going to allow me to be able to use minimal bandwidth to be able to do a lot of the things I've been wanting to do with these NFT projects. Um, and actually, this I'm thinking probably in fall and winter, I'm going to be doing a complete texture remapping of one of these wads so that we can get this ready for
I
the
think
next
it's just
season.
it's not can't see that screen.
Yeah,
Actually, it's me. It's my screen. I have. Sorry, go ahead. I had the whole screenshot thing still going on.
that's cool. All right, so well, let me show you. Let me show you two things. Let me show you my page quick, and then I can show you what I'm doing. All right, so it's all. You can go to mymcryptoworld.com, and there I have all my links to all my social media pages. I have my IG. Um, I have my Twitter, Facebook, and right now also have a Web3 tele homepage. I have a link to my Telegram chat here. And then these are QR codes to some of the metaverse projects that I have. These two launch in web. They're web based. The Nowhere page and also my Spatial NFT gallery. Um, and then I have some pictures of some of the things I've done. Uh, this is a Mozilla Hubs page that I'm actually currently working on. It doesn't launch yet. Which is something that I'm actually. This is actually the next thing that I'm going to be working on after I'm done with that spatial gallery for Little Bohemia. This is my spatial gallery that's already available. My property in Second Life. And some pictures from some of the gratitudes that I was telling you about. These happened like maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. These are great. Like at the time, it was really good because it was a milestone. A lot of things had happened, and I was just like really grateful. So I had them put that up there. And some of the NFTs that I have.
Got the Bozak thing there.
Yes, I
That's
do.
The one that she, is that the same one that Zara showed earlier?
No, that one is one's awesome. I love that one. It's one of my favorite ones. Oh, not that one. Let me show you actually what I've been doing lately, which is this. So, um, right now I've been just exploring like what I can do with the Doom engine, just because it's something I'm just grew up with, and I don't know. Now it just seems like the right time to find something that's like really easy on a processor that I can share on the internet, and also kind of like create that has network capabilities. And this stuff is perfect. It's super low latency and does a lot of 3D things right. And I've seen a lot of examples of when somebody really knows how to use the engine, they could do a lot of stuff with it. This is actually based on an apartment that I used to live in Los Angeles about a decade ago. This is a room that I used to like. This is a room I used to sleep in. Live. I used to sleep next to a kitchen area.
What
So,
were you doing in LA? Or,
in LA at the time, I was working at a special effects company. Was
oh,
working with a prop manufacturer, and also when I was out in LA, it's when I started getting more involved in like things like the Burning Man community, and it really changed like the way I thought about a lot of things that I was doing at the time. So it was a really good experience while I was out there. But I was learning how to do maps and stuff at the time, so
it's
I
awesome,
started
man. Yeah,
building
you should.
these.
I'll add you to the Whats. We have a WhatsApp group called Virtual Production Miami. People trying to get into like virtual production for filmmaking.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, we did some,
awesome.
you know, different things. We
Yeah,
try to shoot one short film a month right now.
really.
Yeah, yeah. We just pretty active.
Yeah, it's this one. I see. It's this is the one I want to show you because I use two different level editors. If one of them is better than the other for some things, and for the other, let me show you this one. Okay, so all right, so this thing, the interesting thing about this one, the reason I want to show you this. So this is actually an NFT on wax. I figured out how to replicate the image on the actual thing. So um that was something that like was great. Like once I figured out how I could actually do stuff like that, like um outside of like the medium, like just you know, then at that point I was like, okay, then what else can I do? So then I figured out that those kind of blocks also allow me to do stuff like build QR codes. So as far as I know, I might say right now, I haven't seen anybody else build QR codes in Doom yet.
That's awesome. Let's see. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna take my phone out.
Sure. Let me put it correctly.
Cool. Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, I had to do all had to do all that by hand.
Wow. It's like you made a crop circle in the middle of the
Pretty
night.
pretty much, yeah. And it's I find there's a lot of value in these things that are like so underutilized right now. So I've been experimenting with that. I've also in Minecraft, like I didn't get a chance to show you, but I've also built QR codes there out of blocks, um, block by block. And it's interesting because like once you understand, I'm like, oh, this is all information. Like then it's like, well, where else can I build this? You know, where else can I put these QR codes? My next thing that I want to do is figure out how to get the textures and turn them into QR codes and embed them all in the game. So like you could literally have an NFT gallery in Doom.
Yeah, so you have such like a wide interest of all this stuff. Like, usually people who are into like 3D modeling, right? They stick to one aspect. You seem like the metaverse renaissance man. It's kind of cool.
Been
Interesting.
I've been
So
around enough where at this point I just kind of have an idea of what I'm expecting out of this and a lot of the things that I see I'm just like I've seen that I've seen it but I just haven't seen the right version of it yet and I try them all out.
yeah, and I think like some of these things that you've done, like your prop making in LA.
Hmm.
This is almost like prop making. You actually physically have to chisel out the ground, almost like you have to chisel out the prop to make that, and then some of the other things I noticed, like a lot of animators, right? Eventually, when they have enough muscle memory, they intuitively know how things are gonna look and sound without actually having to do it, right? They can
Yeah.
do it in a mathematical equation. They know how it's gonna look on screen. I think you have that 10,000 hours now. You can see things how they're gonna look without actually having to do it, so you'll know which direction to go without too much trial and error.
It's been fun. It's been fun getting to that point, and now I feel like my goal for this year, which is the reason I have this company, Miami Crypto World, is because I wanted to figure out a way to get all these things to merge. Like I wanted to find the way to get them all to hub together, to all be, like you're in one of these metaverses, and then you can hop to the next one, and then this one mentions another one, and then they're all linked up together.
Yeah, and then how do you decide which metaverses to add to Miami Crypto World? You have a few of them there.
I've been checking out these platforms. Like I see which ones I'm actually comfortable in using. Like you are nowhere. I actually have a space in there, um, and it's a pretty uh specific gallery. Just because like I decided that I just wanted to very specifically have some use of like the medium. Like I wanted to be able to use that medium in the best way it could. And I saw the limitations of that medium compared to some other ones, and I saw the things that it did right. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna build something specifically for this particular thing. Before I was gonna build an NFT gallery here in nowhere, but then I decided that wasn't really what I really wanted it for. So I built a venue that had a lot of information and other things that are there, and it's really cool. Like supposedly tomorrow, I heard that Nowhere's going to be opening up all the spaces to everybody, so everybody's going to be able to start searching them. And I really can't wait
Oh
so I can
wow.
start showing off the space to other people.
Yeah, we should do the whole like gallery tour, or
Oh
maybe we
yeah,
should do a gallery reception, right?
that would be awesome. Yeah.
Opening reception.
Hmm.
So
And
how do you think what's a good what do people do for that? How do you maybe have a DJ party in your space?
yeah, why not? That'd be cool.
Because nowhere is good for music, right?
Nowhere is good for that. Yeah, and you could host a lot of people. And I've been to the walkthrough tours with the developers, and we've had a lot of people, 50, 60 people, everybody talking at once, and no lag. So it's wonderful. That's why I said like you got to know what the mediums are for. Some of them are great for small groups and graphics and just like just having presentations. Some of them are great for chatting. Um, I've already been to a few cool experiences on this particular platform that convinced me that this thing has it's got its charm too. You just gotta know what to do with it.
Yeah, let's look at the sponsor things here. Make them happy.
Hmm.
Let's see
Yeah.
here. You know, yeah, I think we should just go ahead and do it. It's literally.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
the issue that sometimes people get is they try to like just pre-plan stuff too much or just try to become perfectionists. And like you saw today, right? You
Yeah.
know, we spent the first like hour just trying to figure stuff out. You know, so it doesn't matter how much we pre-plan. We just gotta do it, and that's
And
what's gonna
and that's it. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of hiccups along the way, but you just got to do it. That's really what it comes down to.
So we already got Cardano earlier when Hassan was there. What else are we missing? Oh, Boca Code. Let's get one for those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Crypto Corridor.
Yeah. This space is really cool. I really like it.
Yeah, space is I think if you're into Metaverse, you're also into like sci-fi space stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it just makes sense.
Yeah, I like this screenshot capability.
Yeah.
Cool. And then, do you know any DJs that will? We can probably find someone.
Yeah. I do know some people that could do that. I just need to know how to like hook up all the stuff to the medium. Like it would have to be a broadcast, right?
Yeah, I think well, literally, if they're DJing at home,
Yeah. Exactly.
they can just screen share like we're doing now.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Last screenshot. Yeah, that Zenblocks is our new name for EOS Miami. So we don't like you're saying EOS
Yeah.
isn't the greatest brand name anymore.
No, it really isn't. It's a problem.
Oh, that's a cool shot right there. We got
Hmm.
the,
At the ship.
yeah, maybe if I can jump and take the screenshot.
A double, triple jump, and then as you're going down.
Oh yeah, and we got the astronaut there too.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's fun right there. That's all. That's pretty good. All right. Yeah, I think we probably should.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, so yeah, just do you want to put your Twitter or your contact information up, or is it just the website?
Yeah. Let me give you let me give you my Twitter. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. I'm usually on Twitter or IG. So. And all the links to ways to get in touch with me are on MiamiCryptoWorld.com.
All right. I think we're good.
Cool. Hey man,
All
it
right.
was
Well, yeah.
it was a
Thanks
pleasure
for
talking
pitching
to
in,
you.
Carlo. Yeah, it was awesome.
Mhm.
I'm gonna stop sharing and the broadcast.
Alrighty, and see y'all later.
Yeah, live long and prosper.
Peace.
It's always the last. You got it the last.